They said I'm not ready to start, but I said I'm ready to start. StreamYard wasn't even ready, but here I am. Am I coming in clear, everybody? Let me know if I'm coming in nice and clear. If I am, I'm ready to get started. This is going to be good. Man, I'm telling y'all, everybody out there who's thinking that the reason why the stocks are going up, oh, trust me, there's a lot to go into these stock numbers. They're, oh man, look at Uber. They're not going down. I'm an accountant. I keep telling folks, see, a lot of people don't realize I got an accounting degree and I work corporate. A lot of people in my comments think I'm just a person who bought a car one day and just started Uber driving. Like, you're a driver. It's like, no, actually, I just drive. I mean, you drive to work every day, but I don't call you a driver. Guarantee you drive more days than I drive because I don't drive every day. But just because you go to your W-2, I don't call you a driver. Oh, you're a driver. You drive to work every day. Motherfucker, I'm an accountant. I know exactly what I'm doing. Oh, yeah, Melvin. Wait until I show you guys the reason why you need to understand the financial statements. Understand everybody that's a player in the game of Uber worldwide. I told you, Uber's a worldwide stock. A lot of shit we don't know is going on with Uber outside of this country, not even in America. Lyft is easy to track. I can track Lyft. Lyft is all American. Everything's in America. That's it. But when you start looking at Uber stuff, you got to start looking overseas. And I found something pretty good. Y'all going to like this shit. This is good. What's up, Miss Christie? I'm going to hurry up and share this screen with y'all so we can get this going, man. Y'all going to love this. What a big orange Kev, my brother. Here we go. Bam. What does this look like? It says Uber car share to fold globally within a month. Uber Car Next Door, that the formerly Australian startup Car Next Door, was bought out by Uber, and Uber called it car share, but it's closing its doors on September the 12th, and amid major threats to his business model. I'm telling you, you got to look at how everything's going around the world. So this is in Australia. It was a startup called Car Next Door, but then it started moving around. So let's start reading some of this. And it said, rideshare pioneer Uber is closing its Australian-bred car sharing service just 2.5 years after acquiring the business for $105 million. Now, so what they're saying is that this is costing too much. They're saying it just like that Hertz deal, just like that Bevy alcohol deal it had. What did it do? Thank you, Chris. What's up, Triple E? And Uber keeps closing. They buy up all of these businesses. They buy them all up, and then they shut the door. So what they're doing is they're getting rid of their expenses, making themselves look more profitable. That's what they're doing. They're not generating more revenue. We drivers are doing more private conversions. We're doing way more private conversions. So they know they're not making the revenue. So they want to make it look like they're getting the revenue. So now Uber Car Share has now confirmed to car owners using its service that it will close on September the 12th in Australia and September the 11th in the US and Canada. Now, in an email sent to owners using the platform, Uber Car Share said it would close due to external factors affecting its business model. Now, due to increasing costs and operational challenges associated with insurance, thefts, and vehicle repairs, we're making changes to our business model. So now that investors know they're getting rid of this huge cost, they're like, oh, if you're getting rid of that huge cost, it makes us look more profitable now. You're shutting down Uber Car Share. It says hundreds of new car deals are available through Car Expert now, whatever. Now it says we are shifting our focus from peer-to-peer car sharing to partnering with scaled car rental companies through products like Uber Rent. So what they're doing is they're getting rid of individuals like us. They're getting rid of individuals like us. And so they're saying, we're not going to do Uber Car Share where people own their cars and we go. And I'm going to tell you, this is what the business model used to be looking like. It's a business model that was shaped as being the Airbnb for cars, allowing owners to rent out their vehicles to users of the apps. In theory, resulting in less vehicles being owned outright and only used on demand. So Uber Car Share was started in December 2022. In U.S. rideshare pioneer purchased Australian startup Car Next Door in January of the same year, $105 million. Initially only focused on operations down under, and plans were made to take the product to North America. And like I said, it was supposed to be the Airbnb for cars. Canada, they were trying to take on Turo because Turo is technically the Airbnb for cars. So Uber says, we're going to buy car share, or we're going to buy whatever they call it. What do they call it? something, car next door. We're going to call it car share instead of Turo. We're going to call it car share, and we're going to take over American business and push Turo out of business. And they said, bringing our car sharing service together with Uber's range of mobility options means that Aussies can now access a better way to move, whether they're catching a ride share for a night or out borrowing a local van to move house. Uber ANZ General Manager Dom Taylor said in December of 22. An email to car owners using Uber car share dated August 8th spoke of the company strengthening its theft and damage policy, ending its referral program on August the 30th, and reassuring owners that a downturn in bookings through winter was soon to turn around. So they were lying to owners saying, well, we got a downturn in bookings. I'm saying it was just like Turo. It was like Turo, and they try to come to America and do it. And you know, when you do stuff on Turo is kind of responsible for a lot of damage and stuff that's done to your car if they're letting their people borrow your cars. Me as the driver, I'm not driving the car. It's car share. It's not ride share, it's car share. You're taking my car. Remember a long time ago, Mel, you remember we were talking about, what do we call it? It was Turo, it was Tuber. Remember that? This was Tuber. This was Tuber. Y'all remember when we was laughing and talking about Tuber? What up, Christian? So this is Tuber, Turo Uber. And they tried it and it failed. And like I tell people, stop believing in these corporations. Everything they touch is going to turn to gold. Hertz fell with their little shit. Lyft, they started crumbling. Now Uber's they got rid of Bevy, and now they're about to get rid of this now. Is that the winter months have always been slow season for the car rental market. Email to owners reads, the decline in earnings you may have experienced over the winter month is primarily due to the broader rental market seasonality, and based on historical trends, trip volumes begin picking up again from September's onwards. So they were trying to tell these drivers, hey, leave your car on our platform. Leave it on our platform so people can rent. Car sharing rivals to Uber's platform in Australia include US-based Turo, I told you, just like Turo, and locally developed DriveMate, where there are also a number of subscription services such as GoGet, which own the vehicles they distribute. The closure of Uber car share won't affect Uber Rent, the company's new venture, which has seen it partner with traditional rental brands Thrifty, Budget, and Hertz in Australia and New Zealand. Uber Rent allows users to hire a car through the established businesses, which includes Uber car share owners if their vehicle isn't available. So earlier this year, the car share enlisted Formula One star and adopted Valtteri to promote his product, additionally allowing the public to rent the Finn's Aussie second car, a Holding Commodore Ute. That's what he had, the Ute right here. That's a Maloof. A Ute is a Maloof. It's like an Australian, what do they call those things? You know what it is. It's like a truck car. What's they call a truck car? Is right on the tip of my tongue. It's the truck car that we had in America, but it's like a Maloo. It's an Australian, not a Monte Carlo. Dang it. This is Tuber, baby. Y'all know what I'm talking about? It's right on the tip of my tongue. Y'all know exactly the car I'm talking about. It's a car truck, and we got it here in America, and people have them all the time. They drive, they're old cars. They don't make them no more, but it's like a car truck. It's on the tip of my tongue, and I'm like, because I got Ute and Maloot in my head right now. Starts with an E. Oh, I can't even think of it right now. Y'all know what it is. El Camino. That's it. Durr. Thanks, Christy and Amy. Appreciate it. That's what it is. The El Camino. It was on the tip of my tongue. I'm like, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But that's what a Maloo is. It's an Australian version of the El Camino, except it's like the world's fastest truck. This thing is like, it's got a huge V8 in it. Thing takes off. I mean, it's crazy. But if you look up Maloo, M-A-L-O-O, you look that up and you will be like, wow, we don't have those in America. You can ship them in, but it's only a few. Yeah, it was on the tip of my tongue. I know it's like, it's something. But basically, Uber is folding that. They're folding car share because they can't make any money. Too many people are saying, we're not getting paid a lot. We're taking our car off your platform. Nobody wants to do Turo, basically, Uber car share. That's basically what it was. Nobody wants to do it because Uber's not paying. So Uber is going around trying to take out everybody's business. They're trying to get involved in Uber Eats, alcohol delivery, car renting, ride share, boats. They're getting rid. I'm telling you. Then Uber Chore, trying to get rid of Angie's List and all these places like that. Uber is trying to be the global go-to for everything. And it's just technology. That's all it is. It's technology. Shopping. Exactly. And what they want to do is say, hey, if you need anything, open your Uber app. We're everything. Uber is everything. Just open your Uber app. You don't got to open anything else. But yet people are starting to stand up against them because they know exactly what's going on. And people are tired of the shit. Hold up. And people are tired of it. And they're like, we see the game. We know what the game is. So you can't, if the pay is horrid. Exactly. And that's what I think it was. People were getting probably paid more on Turo, more on the other apps, that other app that Australia had, and Uber stepping in, and they're trying to be like, oh, you know what? We're gonna try to, undercut them, subsidize them. They're losing money. They're talking about, oh yeah, due to operational costs and car repairs and stuff like this, we're gonna have to shut down this. But they were telling drivers it was just based on low demand. Oh, it's just low demand. It's gonna turn around. It's gonna turn around. No, they were getting their asses handed to them. They were trying to charge people way too much money, not getting the money back through revenue, making up excuses. Like I tell people, they're always making up excuses. I know Uber dating site, Uber date. It's like, you can pay to date one of our employees. I'll date that motherfucker and be like, where's my tip? Y'all motherfuckers stealing my tips. Oh shit, I'm gonna cancel a date. Cancel. No, motherfucker, I'm chasing you home. I need my $5. You stole $5 from me, motherfucker. It's like, shit, you can date one of our employees. Uber, I'm like, yeah, let me sign up right now. I'm gonna have like 8 dates a night. I'm getting my $5, motherfucker. I'm gonna find out who the fuck stole my money. Jeff, you're dating everybody because I need my $5. I'm gonna find out who stole it. One of these motherfuckers gonna talk. Yeah, exactly. Uber wants to be a monopoly. That's what it is. And they can't keep up. The costs are killing them right now. They can't keep up. They're trying. And if anybody watched the video I dropped today about Tony West, I really, really hope you watch that. Because if you want to know anything about what's going on, you got to understand, Obama's an attorney. The Clintons, they were attorneys. What else? Kamala, she's an attorney. Tony West. We have all these people who know the devil is in the details of everything we do. That's what I always writing contracts and addendums and shit and trying to get away with everything without telling nobody the full truth. These are attorneys. They're slicksters. A bunch of slicksters now involved trying to become politicians. They're attorneys turned politicians. That's all these people are. The worst kind of politician you're going to have is an attorney. Trust me on this one. Say Uber fans, they're the only fans. It's Uber fans. Yeah, exactly. And so what they're doing, and if you listen to Kamala Harris's speeches over the past couple of weeks, what has she been saying? Because if you watch my video this morning, you know everything is about suing people, especially for anything discrimination-wise, anything that the Justice Department can touch. You know that Kamala's been saying in her speeches, we're going to sue these corporations, and they're going to pay 1% of their profits, and we're going to sue these people, and we're going to sue those people. And Tony West, he's like, this is my little field right here. We playing on my court now. This is what I do. I sue people. I'm Justice Department. I know about the lack of a cap. I know how to get tax dollars. I know how to pay a percentage of everything we sue for to all of these people. We'll settle for it because it's a settlement fund. So instead of us suing somebody and letting the money go directly to the people that sued, we get the settlements, and there's no cap on a settlement. A judge don't touch it. Nobody touch it. We settle it, and then we just start passing out money to each other, and we can all celebrate and toast champagne and everything else because we can now move money around, and it's all tax dollars. And when Uber's involved, what happens? What happens when Uber's involved? They just jack up the fares and they lower our pay. We end up paying off our own damn lawsuits. They pay our own damn lawsuits. What up, Trace? I just saw you this morning, lady. You out there already? She like, shit, I'm out here already trying to get this money. Yeah, I gotta have that Uber theftnologies, man, because that's what they're about. They're about stealing shit. Tony West, like I said, we've been calling this guy out for the longest. We've been calling him out for the longest. That video I dropped this morning had 2 people deeply involved in the government in the White House calling him out for exactly who he is. And people might want to say, Jeff, you're a conspiracy theorist long time ago. Quit talking about Tony West. He's a good guy. He's this, he's that, he's blah, blah, blah. You got people involved in the government saying this dude's a shyster. He's a grifter. This dude will go up and try to sue people based on racial discrimination, this and that, because he knows the whole playbook of the Justice Department. He was head of the Civil Division. So him knowing the key factors in how to get money out of the Civil Department, out of taxpayers' pockets, us, You think they're just giving money to immigrants. You think they're just giving money to Ukraine. No, we are paying for all these settlements and all these attorneys, all these buddy system attorneys. Hey, man, Tony West told us to get involved in his lawsuit, man. He's going to pay off like 5-10 of us, man. Oh, yeah, because what he going to do is he going to push it up. Because like he said, there were people that didn't even want to be in that lawsuit. The Native Americans didn't even have nothing to do with that. But he grabbed them. This was about Hispanics and farmers, 91 people. He grabbed a bunch of Native Americans, went from 1.3 billion up to 4.4 billion dollars because he grabbed people who weren't even involved and said, hey, man, I want you guys to sue. Like, what do you mean want us to sue? Sue for what? Because it is. All of these people out here, you see all these law firms going, hey, would you like to sue Uber? Would you like to sue Uber? Contact us if you want to sue Uber. It's a grift because you know what's going to happen? We're going to jump in to sue Uber. They're going to push the settlement through the roof. Justice Department is going to get involved. Tony West is going to get all these people paid off because he knows everybody in the Justice Department. Uber's going to be like, we don't care because we're going to settle it. And guess what? We're going to just raise up the prices and drop driver wages. Everybody's going to eat. Everybody's going to eat, y'all. This is going to be great. Where does Uber make its money? Us. Who's paying off all the lawsuits? Us. So it's like, man, this is no way that people can't just figure this out. You cannot figure this. You can just look at it and see. When every time they sue somebody through the Justice Department and they're using the civil division, what's going to happen? There's no cap. Congress has no idea who these people even are involved. You don't know who the law firms are. They're buddy law firms. You don't know who the plaintiffs are because all of that's covered up. It's like they said, the Justice Fund is like top level, highly secretive. They don't let anybody know. You don't know the law firms involved, the plaintiffs. You don't know the details of the case. You don't know anything. They keep all of it hush hush. And when you got that much secrecy, you got a lot of room for finagling. A lot of room for finagling. And that's what they're doing, man. So if you didn't watch that video I dropped this morning, trust me, it gives you a lot of details from the White House insiders that wrote that. The White House insiders are saying, this is what Tony West is doing. This is what Uber is doing. This is what Tim Walz is doing. This is what they've done. Oh, thank you, Miko. Man. Amy, I'm telling you, this gets deeper. And I know a lot of people be like, man, this is a rideshare channel. Listen to that. We drive in the industry of rideshare. That don't mean we were all born drivers. Like I was born yesterday and I just got a driver's license, started driving. Many of us had careers in law, careers in accounting, careers in corporate, careers in owning our own companies and owning our own business. A lot of us had careers. Idiots are getting on. I had to delete 2 comments today. Oh, you ain't nothing but a driver. You don't. I said, remove comment, block user, because y'all know me. I block man idiots. I don't. If you new to this channel, trust me on this one. Come in, take a look around, understand what's going on this channel. Just take a look around. You can look at other videos. Feel free to disagree. Cool. But if you disrespect me, that'll be the last time. Because I only play that shit once. If this ain't channel for you, just keep it moving. That's how I roll. I see other channels out there. They ain't for me. I don't get on it and start fucking with the people. I just don't comment on it. I'm like, this ain't for me. I'm out. That's it. I go get in where I fit in. But it be motherfuckers trying to get it in where they don't fit in, trying to come at me sideways. Oh, man, I don't believe these people are listening to a damn rideshare driver. It's like, motherfucker, if I saw you cutting your grass, I'm not calling you a grass cutter. Oh, you ain't nothing but a fucking grass cutter. Look at you. I don't really know who you are. You a grass cutter. You got a lawnmower, man. You ain't nothing but a grass cutter. I have no idea who the fuck you are. You could be one of the smartest people on the planet for all I know, but because I see you holding a lawnmower, I'll call you a grass cutter. That makes me stupid for not realizing who you are. So when idiots come jump on this channel, oh, you ain't nothing but a driver. You ain't nothing but a driver. These motherfuckers don't even know what my degree is in. They have no idea about my legal aspirations in life and everything I've done in the field of law. They have no idea. So I don't even argue with these people. So as y'all know, all I do is I just go find out their channel. I go to the little thing and I hit remove user from channel or hide user from channel. And then I go remove comment. I never have to hear from these idiots ever again. It's that quick. I don't even argue with these people. It feels good to just get idiots out of my path so we can keep going forward. I'm not going to sit and spend 30, 40 minutes trying to argue back and forth with somebody. No, if you don't think like me, cool, knock yourself the fuck out. Differences are great. I ain't going to disrespect you. But if you come disrespect me, I got a choice. Either I can disrespect you back and fuck with you, or I can just block you and just keep it moving. Because we've been growing. We've been moving. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep getting money. I mean, last night I went and I did exactly, Amy says, hey, I owned a tech company and work for corporate America. I appreciate and agree. People need to quit judging a book by its cover. I'm telling you, because they have no idea, Amy. These people are idiots. They see that we got a set of car keys. You're a driver. Motherfucker, you don't know me. Well, you got Uber on your phone. Makes you a driver. Like, motherfucker, you a driver. You got a set of car keys. You got Uber on your own phone. But I use Uber to ride in. You use Uber to drive. You're a driver. But you have no idea who the fuck I really am. You ain't ever even asked me. You're a driver. Like, idiots. Plum. I'm like, we got some of the lowest IQ people. When I see that low ass IQ kind of creep in my motherfucking channel, guess what? Block, ban, take your low IQ ass over to an alligator channel. Those motherfuckers got a small oblongulas, whatever they call it. Those motherfuckers got a small brain. Go hang out with them small brain motherfuckers. You don't want to come over here. We got big brains over here, and I don't have time for small brain shit. Short bus shit, I get it out the door real quick. And like I said, last night we were all out driving. We had a big concert. We had the Def Leppard, Journey. We had a few concerts going on at the same time, big concerts. So my man Jamil was like, hey, Jeff, I got some clients, man. They need a ride. They're on your side of town. So I hit the lady up. Y'all know I hit this lady up. She said, I got 4. They ended up having 5. But I said, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'll do $75 each way. $75. I'll come pick y'all up. It was like a 20-mile trip total. 20-mile trips. Got them to the concert. They didn't pay me. They was like, I said, well, after the concert, just pay me after the concert. I'll come back and pick you guys up. I'll be somewhere. I'll let y'all know where I am. I'll be in a general vicinity. Came back, picked them up. I was pulling up and the cops was telling everybody to go. And I see my people on the corner. I'm like, hey, I hit the flag. I flagged them down. Come over, hurry up, get in the car while traffic is built up. They came, they jumped in my car and everything. And we took off driving, having a great time, playing some music and shit, playing some old skating ring music, Def Leppard, Journey, what is it? Steve Miller Band. We cruising, we having a good time. And we get to the house. Everybody's getting out the car. The grandpa gets out. The grandpa's like, man, here you go. Throws me a $20 bill. I'm like, dude, appreciate that. Cause the grandpa wasn't supposed to pay. This was on his son, his daughter-in-law. So he gave me the $20 bill. I was like, cool, no problem. She comes around the truck and says, hey, make sure you check your Cash App because, I just paid you on Cash App. I was like, okay, cool, no problem. She's like, yeah. She said, well, I want to make sure that it went through. And I'm like, so I owe my Cash App. You know me, I'm expecting to see, I charge him $75 each way. Dude gave me $20. So I'm about, $170. This lady, she done cashed at me. Wait a minute. Where is that? Where is it? I got to show y'all this shit. My phone be too damn bright sometimes. There it is. Yeah, this lady, she done cashed at me $200. I ain't drive nothing but 40 miles. I drove 40 miles. That's it. She done cashed that. I told her, I said 75 each way. These people want to pay us. Trust me when I tell you on this channel. Trust me when I tell you, these people don't want to pay the apps. They want to pay us. They was loving the skating ring music. They was loving this shit. They was I did almost $300 last night. That was that ride there and back. I did an Uber ride. One Uber ride was 3.3 miles. I was sitting next to these kids. I had an $8.25 surge on my phone. $8.25 sitting next to these kids. Uber said like $13 or something weird like that. And them give me a $5 tip. So I ended up getting $26 for 3.3 miles. I went around the corner, picked them up, dropped them off down on 26 on that. Then I was sitting there and it was a group of girls. They was going to a apartment party on Lyft. It was like a mile down the road for like $9. So I was like, whatever. So those are the only rides I did all night. I got the 220, then the 28, then the 9. And I went to Quick Trip. I was eating some cookies at Quick Trip, and Juan Vargas was like, hey, man, it's getting busy downtown. I said, man, I woke up too early today, dude. I'm taking my ass home. I was tired as hell. I did them trips, and I was like, man, I got to get my ass home, man. I got to get home. And he was out there making good money last day. He says, dude, they're surging everywhere. There's no people out. Everybody's this and that. So I was like, shit. I said, man, I wish I had the energy to stay out here with y'all, man. I really say, but I'm tired. And you know me, I'm energetic. I've been up since 5:30 in the morning because I had to go do some stuff earlier in the day and I never took my nap. So I was like, dude, it's almost 11 o'clock at night, midnight. Clubs is about to close at 2 o'clock. 2 more. If I could have held on for 2 more hours, I would have been eating good. But I was like, man, I think I did enough, man. I'm done. Yeah, 415 will live. 90% of that was getting paid more than what the pastor was paying. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. And that's what it is. What up, Jess, my brother, man? I hope you out there getting it. Oh, man, I'm trying. I'm trying, brother. So you were giving information and strategies to get them to make money for free. And those who listen are making more money in one day than them in a full-time week. And today, me and Tracy, we were talking to Tracy. She's in here right now. And I told her, I said, we could make $1,000 a day. Each one of us can make $1,000 a day. But this is the trick. You cannot turn your app on and just leave that shit on all day. That's not how you do it. What you do is you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. You do all your morning airport traffic. Do everything airport from like 3 o'clock in the morning till about 6:30, 7 o'clock. It's 4 hours. You're going to make about almost $300 in 4 hours. You're going to make about $300, $400 because I can average about $100 an hour. So you're going to sit there and you're going to make about that much. And once you make about $300, $400, take a break, go home, eat, take a nap, do whatever you're going to do. You already made $300 or $400. You only got to do 2 more shifts. That was your first shift. You got 2 more shifts. You find you another busy shift. You find you a busy shift when people are getting off work. People are doing stuff. People are getting, hitting airports later in the day, landing. Grab some of those airports. Get people this and that. Make you another $200, $300. So you should be up to $600 to $700 by then. You've only done 2 shifts. You've only worked like maybe 6 hours. You've averaged about $100 an hour. You should be at about $600. Close your night off with bar traffic, clubs closing, things like that. You can make $1,000 in a day, but do not turn your app on like these channels. Just turn your app on and drive balls to the walls. When you're driving towards low productivity hours, you're going to be making $15 an hour, $18 an hour. You need to focus on the $100 an hour time frames. That's what you need to focus on. And these people are paying it. When you see these $50, these people are offering you $29, like Uber will offer you $29. These people paid $60, $70. That's your $60 trip right there. That's one $60 trip. You only need like 4 or 5 of those. That's it. And your shift is done. You get 4 or 5 $600 rides. Wait until you see $24, $32. Wait till you see that. That's when you bang them. Bam, $65. They're like, damn, I paid $85. I'll pay you $65. That's one ride. You got 4 more to go. When you've done it all, your shift is over. If you can get 2 rides, 30 and 30, and you do that in an hour, hour and a half, guess what? You're going to be at like about $80 already in about an hour. You're about $80 in an hour. So you've got to try to come up with a system of not driving in dead hours, driving in good hours, early morning. Like Delta Root said, you starting early in the morning. Delta Roots even tells you, because he does it. Start early in the morning. And when you knock that out, your shift is done. You don't have to keep driving from 3 o'clock a.m. to 3 p.m. No, cut that shit off. Go home, wipe the car down, clean up the back seat, take you a nap, eat you some breakfast. That's only one shift. You only work for 3 hours. And you made more in those 3 hours than most motherfuckers make a whole day. You already at 300. And these people going to be, I made $180 today. Worked a 12-hour day, 180. You done made 300 in your first 3 hours. Thank you, program. Hey, get there. Yeah, there you go. I just got a text request to pick up mans for elder lady, $40, 5 miles. And this is how you make $1,000 days. $40 for 5 miles is no time. Amy, you might have to drive 5 miles. It may take you 20, 30 minutes to drive and get that med. You're running $80 an hour. At $80 an hour, 12 hours, that's almost $1,000. But see, $80 an hour is going to be your low earning hour. 80 is going to be your low hour. Your high end is going to be 130. Because like I said, yesterday for these trips, I drove a total of maybe for the $200, I drove about, I had it on Hum, actually. I had it on Hum because I wanted to see how much it was going to on Hum. I would have got paid. Let me open up my earnings tab. Earnings. I was going to spend. But on Hum, I think it was 59 I would have made on Hum. And then on the way, it was 47. So I would have made $106 if I would have put it through Hum. I would have made 106 and I made 220, the $20 tip plus the $200. I made 220. So that's why I tell people it's not that. How do you hell you get? Oh, here we go. Ride history. Yeah. So it would have been $48, $48.57 and 57. It would have been $105, $106 I would have made on Hum. The way there, because we got stuck in traffic, took me 42 minutes. 42 minutes on the way there, 20 miles, 42 minutes. On the way back, it took us 32 minutes. So 42 and 32 minutes, I made $220. It was $100 each way. 42 minutes, 110, 32 minutes, 110. So I'm making, over $100 an hour, over $200 an hour, because that 110 for 32 minutes is over $200 an hour. $80 can be your low period. That's your low earning hours. $80 is your low. So when you start valuing your time and you start seeing these people going, oh man, I'm gonna make, $25 an hour. No, this is your company. This is your business. This is what you do. Look, 2 minutes, 32 minutes. This is your business. You are building your business. When Uber and Lyft want to get rid of any of us through deactivation, we do not get a retirement. We get with all the extra money you're making doing cash rides. I'm not a stock person. I'm really not a stock person. I know we talk about Uber stock, we talk about Lyft stock, but there's a guy, and y'all know him. His name's Sergio. This motherfucker sharp. He 30 years in the stock game. He talks stock a lot on his channel, and I'm gonna start looking at some of his shit, because if we're gonna start putting some money together and the QQQ and other little shit that we know is gonna gain us 5% instead of sitting our money in jars and inside of safes at home, if we put our money into something, and this guy sharp, he's gonna tell us where to put this money. I don't want to invest in a company stock like Uber or Lyft. I want to invest in an index, because with an index, it's almost like you're getting extra on your savings account. Sergio, hopefully he comes on my channel. Real shit. Because if he can come on my channel and kind of explain how money can compound instead of us just sitting on all these extra earnings we're going to make now. We start compounding. Now, you make $40,000, $50,000 over a year, 5% of $50,000. Was that an extra $2,500? That's an extra $2,500. 2,500 divided by 12. What, almost $300 a month, about $200 or something like that a month. That's basically your insurance. You're getting free insurance. You're getting free car note. You're getting a free cell phone. You're getting something, all because you're sitting your money somewhere and you're gaining interest on it. It becomes money towards an expense that you once had. And this is how we're going to do it, man. There's a way that we could do this. And I'm not going to sit here and believe Uber and Lyft is going to give us a retirement. Give us a retirement when we can build our own retirement with the extra earnings we got. So Chris said, hey, Sergio does mention you sometimes. Sergio's cool. Like I said, I watch his videos every once in a while, because I'll get in there and kind of see the direct. Because like I said, he's a bull when it comes to really calling. And one thing I'll tell you, lately, lately, Sergio ain't been holding back. Sergio was being exactly who we thought he was. Sergio, he'll come in and he'll study the market. He'll research everything and he'll tell you flat out what's going on, man. This is what's going on right now. The apps don't even want to talk to him. Lyft don't want to talk to him. Uber don't want to talk to him, because they see he ain't full of shit. They see he's not going to sit there and try to smooth us with BS when it's clearing out in the open now. So Sergio's like, you know what? I'm just going to call it like how everybody sees it. I'm not going to lie to nobody. I'm going to call it how everybody sees it. And I want to come to the point where you guys are earning extra money. Don't listen to me, because like I said, I'm not an investment guy. But if you're earning an extra $200-$300 a month, you need to talk to somebody who knows what to do with this money. I ain't the one. I'll tell you how to make it, but I'm not going to tell you how to multiply it. All I know is about QQQ. That's all I know about. Anything else, I don't know shit about. What up, MAGA girl? Yeah, what up, Will? The free lap dance. Yeah. But man, it's just like, after watching that video I did today, earlier today, I know that our days are numbered on these apps. And I believe that. That's why I said the end of Rideshare, years wasted, all the time we put into this, building something that's not even ours. This app, this technology is none of ours. None of us own any part of this tech. We don't owe these people shit. We really don't. We have no liability to them. They have no liability to us. We could waste years and years on this app, providing income for them that they're throwing on our 1099s. We don't get a retirement. We don't get shit out of this. So yeah, he's a smart guy. David Richard was supposed to be on a show, Show Me the Money, 3 months ago. He's scared of Sergio. Exactly. he ain't coming back. He ain't coming. Yeah, Richard ain't coming back, because Richard's got to answer some questions. He's like, yeah, I ain't going back. But we put all of our time, effort. We put cars on these apps. We put vehicles. We meet people. And if you don't have your own business that you're building, you're going to meet people that you will never talk to again. You do a great ride. You get a $5 tip. You never talk to these people ever again, because they're on the Uber app. They're on the Lyft app. We're building our own coffins when we drive on these apps. We're building our own burial ground. If you're not out there at least saying, let me give you my business card. And like I said today in a hum meeting, Bighorn Kev, he was live streaming us today. So if anybody can find Bighorn Kev's channel, throw it in the chat real quick. But He was live streaming today, and we had some really great conversation in there. You know, we sat in the room and we even said, if you're not on these apps telling at least one person about your business, giving one person your business card, because that one person can turn to 4 real fast. You tell one person might say, man, I got a car, I don't need a ride. But maybe their friend might call them, hey, Tyler, can you come pick me up? I can't pick you up, but I know this guy named Jeff. He gave me his card. Call him, shoot him a text real quick, see if he can come pick you up. Oh, yeah, they're trying to retire us by putting those autonomous cars on the street 2025 with GM. Oh, yeah, Cruise already been out here. But I tell folks, the people that we paying, the private clients we're getting and everything, they don't want no Cruise. We're driving doctors around. We're driving attorneys around. We're driving people who want to go to the clubs in a nice car. People want to go to a concert dressed up real nice. They don't want to ride no little ass tin can on wheels. They don't want to jump in no little ass Cruise. Yeah, I'm going to go in a Cruise. This is going to be fun. No. Yeah, exactly. We're going to get, hey, Kev, do me a favor, man. Put your channel in the chat. Man. But what I should do is just go look at your channel. Let's go look at Bighorn Kev's channel. Put your channel in the chat, Kev. Because see, the thing is, we said there was a lot of good shit we said today on that live stream, man. A lot of good shit. And what people need to realize is that, you know, wait a minute, where are we at? Okay, I got Bighorn Kev right here. Let's see if he got the live. Bam. Kev, you didn't put the live stream up today, man. It's not on your channel, bro. What happened? It's not up, man. You didn't post a live stream. It says 4 days ago, 1 month ago, man, come on, Kev. You got to help me out, brother. Yeah. What's that? That just happened to me. I have scheduled trip to PC Airport, 150, 1 hour, 20 minutes. There you go, program. There you go. And I'm telling folks, man, if you are not building something, you are just putting each ride you do on Uber and Lyft without telling this person who you are, your value, what you're worth. Here's my card. You're putting a nail in your coffin. The moment you put in ride and let that person just walk off, you're putting a nail in your own coffin. I'm not saying every rider is a private driver material. Every rider out there is not private ride material, so don't think so. Oh, there it is. There's Bighorn Kev's channel right there. Yeah, get that live stream up, man. But yeah, exactly. Was that Gus's Pieces? Oh, yeah. I gave a ride to the owner of Gus's Pieces' brother. Hey, you know what? I picked up the sister, the sister that actually owns the Gus's Pizza way up in your part of town. I actually drove her around a long time ago. I drove her to a concert when I still had the Jeep. And she was like, hey, just come on in. And she lives up in like El Mirage or something like that. But she says, come on in, have a slice of pizza on me or something like that. Her and her brother used to work for Gus's. The lady, when she owned it, she decided to sell them. She decided to sell them to her and her brother. So her and her brother own that one that's up by you. I actually gave her a ride a long time ago. I should cruise up there and go see her. She'd be like, I wonder where your ass been. I thought you was dead, motherfucker. I'm like, no, I'm still here. But yeah, man. All right, there you go. At Bighorn Kev 7103. That's the channel right there in YouTube. Because definitely though, because like I said, if you're not building your business, these apps are not trying to secure something for your future. The day you get deactivated or the day they say, we got enough cruises out there. Let's kick some of these drivers off the platform so we can make way for these things. I'm telling you. Oh, thanks, Larry. Thank you for subscribing them. If you can talk, you can be a private driver. Thank you, Chris. And that's what I'm saying. And today in a Hum meeting, we said, there's a lot of pings that might come through Hum that drivers like me, I might see a ping and I may say, I don't want to take it because I know every driver's not good with selling themselves. They're not ready yet. They're not at that point yet. So with Hum, we feed drivers ride. We'll pull them off of Uber, pulling them off of Lyft. They'll come on Hum trying to use this. We'll let another driver take them because we want to get people into the realm of not using Uber and Lyft, the realm of using your mouth, use your weapons, talk to people, understand how to create a private driver out of the situation. And with Hum, you can create a private driver by using manual ride. This is what we do. If you can talk, you can be a private driver. It don't take that much. Uber and Lyft don't teach you that shit because they want you to be a slave to their system. They want you to say, oh, you need a ride? We'll send you some pings. $3, $7. Meanwhile, 150 for an hour, 20 minutes. You can get that as a private driver. You ain't being paid that on the apps. The apps don't want to pay you $15 an hour. They want to leave the city of Minneapolis if they have to pay you $15. We're leaving Minneapolis. We got to pay you $15 every hour, like every hour. Yeah, we're out of here. Oh, wait a minute. We got to pay for you guys even downtown where we're not sending you rides. Oh, we're going to kick you off the app to where you can't get on. We're going to block you from getting on the app then. You got to get that out there and network. Exactly, Amy. You got to get out there and network. And if you're not networking, you're not out there creating a small team, because everybody in the Hum group, it's a lot of us in there too now. I mean, I like it. It's growing. But I got a core small group, maybe 10 drivers that I deal with. And like, you know, when I needed somebody to help my man Keith to drive to the East Coast, I hit up Marcel and Ruben, because I know those guys, they're down to drive to the East Coast. So we got enough drivers to send things out. My homegirl, Jamie, if she can't do a ride, she'll send me something. I send her weekly rides. I'm like, Jamie, here's a phone number. Do me a favor. Call this lady. See if you can do her rides Monday through Friday. See, because I know I sleep most mornings and I'm not up to do this ride. There's no way I could do it. I'll be asleep when she needs a ride every day. So I send it to Jamie. Jamie, call her and negotiate your price, set up a deal. But that's how we take care of each other out here. I don't be like, oh, lady, I'm sorry. I'll be sleeping and stuff like that. I can't take you. I'm sorry. You know, good luck. No, not good luck. Let me find somebody for you. Jamie, what are you doing early mornings? I got a rider for you. It's like we feed each other. We feed each other because this is our economy. This is our industry. The tech, Uber is tech, Lyft is tech, Hum is tech. These are all tech. We have to use tech as tools so we can serve our communities. Uber wants to be my boss. You're not my boss. I'm not your employee. You're tech. I'm transportation. If somebody needs a ride, they call me. If somebody's looking for a ride, they call you. When they need one, they call me. Oh, let's look and see if we can find a ride. Yeah, look. Well, I need a ride, like 100% need a ride. Then you need to call Jeff. Because if you need a ride and you need to pay somebody to be there and you need it, these guys got clean cars. If Jeff can't be there, he'll find somebody that can. Mark Gill said, hey, anyone in the Tampa, Florida area that would like to team up? And see, there you go. You got Mark. Mark's down in Tampa, and he's willing to play teammates with somebody. Because like I said, you cannot, there's so much money in Phoenix. Me, as a single driver, knowing that there's, $100 million of revenue floating around. $100 million. I don't even know how much it is. I can't make it all. So there's no way I'm in competition with no other driver. I'm not, unless my bank account says 50 million, his bank account says 50 million, and there's only, $100 million out there. Now we're in competition. But there's so much money. You have to have a team. If you don't have a team, you're going to drown in this market because your clients are going to rely on you. And here you are at the airport with one client. Your other client is like, hey, we'll be landed in 5 minutes. You're like, oh, shit. I got somebody in my truck. Hey, I can't. It's going to take me like 45 minutes to drop them off. I'll turn around. They ain't going to wait for you at the airport for no hour and a half. You know what Jamil does? When Jamil double books like that, he's done it twice so far. He's double booked twice to where one of his clients don't call him till the last minute. And they'll be like, hey, Jamil, we're getting on the plane. Jamil's like, what time do you land? Oh, like 11:30. Oh, shit. You know what? I got somebody for you. Jeff, what are you doing at 11:30? Nothing. Hey, can you pick up my client? I'm double booked. They always call him at the last minute. My client the other day did me just like that. Hey, don't forget you're picking me up tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I was like, yeah, you're picking me up at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Okay, who is this and what? She's like, oh, well, shit, Jeff. I said, I lost my phone. She's like, I never told you I needed a flight. I needed a ride, did I? Said, no, I don't think so. She says, I'm so sorry. I thought I told you that I needed a ride. I was like, nah. I said, but I could still come do the ride. Okay, works. Some clients, they get so, caught up in their life. They forget to tell us. We keep our plate open. I'm not driving Uber. I'm not driving Lyft. She pays me enough. I can do 3 rides a day and make over $200, driving maybe 60 miles total. I could do 3 rides a day and be like, I'm good. Because I told you on some other live streams, if I drive 10 rides a day, that's too much. 10 rides a day for me is too much because each one of my rides are 60, 80, 100. 10 rides, man, that's like $800. I only expect to do that every blue moon. If I do 10 rides a day every single day, I'm like, holy shit, I'm busy. This is a lot of private clients, man. A lot of private clients. So Mark's down in Tampa. He's ready to link up. Larry, he's over here in Petersburg, Virginia. Charlotte, North Carolina. Eugene's over in Charlotte, North Carolina. You guys got to understand, man, get a team, get a small team. What's that? Dothan, Alabama. Is that Dothan? Okay. But you got to do that. The Philly area. Josh is over in Philly. You got to understand, man. Hey, thank you, Dalton. I appreciate that, brother Dalton. Like, hey, man, we got 30 likes. Get them likes up. Charlottesville, Charlotte, North Carolina. If you do not have 2, 3, 4 people on your team, just like this morning in the live stream, I mean, on the live on Kev's stream, Kev was saying when he first started getting private clients, we all first started getting, I picked up a guy on Lyft. He lived in Kevin's area. I said, Kev, can you do me a favor? Because this guy lives in your area, not my area. Now, it was a guaranteed ride every day, to and from every day. I had to pass it to my team because I'm not going to burn gas to get all the way to this guy, do the trip, and then have to come back. At that point, I'm hustling backwards now. I'm hustling backwards. I got to hustle forward. So I need to pass that to my teammate so he can make money because he's going to find somebody on my team. And now we both hustling forward. The one thing you don't want to do is get greedy. I want all the clients because now you got to drive an hour to get to somebody to do a 15-minute ride. Just like with Eric, I gave Eric some numbers over in Goodyear. I said, man, there's some people over near Goodyear or Avondale. I gave him numbers in Avondale because I don't live by Avondale. So I had to pass it to somebody on my team. If you don't have a team, man, I'm telling you, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. And I really want these people to get off the apps and to be with us. Thank you, Big Orange Kev. He says, you're your own CEO, CFO, chief of marketing, maintenance chief for your ride service company. This is ride service, not ride share. Exactly. This is ride service. So it's like, man, this is not a marathon. We're like turtles. We pull up on customers slowly and convert them, not like rabbits in a hurry to get those $2 surges. Exactly. We don't want no $2 surges. No, we ain't trying to do that. So that's what we do, man. We come out here and we let people know right off the bat. If you don't want to be on the app, you want some reliable drivers. You got it. If you show some of my people, they flights be delayed. Hey, Jeff, I don't show up till 1:30 in the morning. I'm like, that's cool. 1:30, I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you. Oh, it ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. When you got your own business, when you got your own clients, you've got to be flexible and versatile. I don't drive on the apps like bat out of hell because if the apps tie me up and have me far away from my market, like you said, that was my market. If they have me far away from my market, then my clients who I service in my market ain't going to have me around. I'm going to be way out in Fountain Hills somewhere. I'm going to be way up in Cave Creek somewhere. I only do Cave Creek and all that if I'm doing a Friday night or Saturday night and I just want to make some quick money real quick. And I'm like, okay, let me go up there, do about, 4 or 5, quick cash rides, make about $200. I'm good. $40 a piece. I'm good. Oh yeah, Marcel, thank you for the super chat, brother. Remember, we're stronger together. Right. Because if you try to take on this industry by yourself as a driver with one car, you have one car. You only got so much time. Your clients are going to forget about you because they're going to get tired of getting left at the airport. They're going to get tired. You can't pick them up for dinner. You can't book them. Oh, I can't book you that day. Dang, I got somebody else I got to pick up that day. Dang, I'm sorry. You don't have a team. My people call me. Oh, you know what? I'm picking up somebody this day, but I'm going to have Jamil call you. Let Jamil call you real quick. Hold up. If somebody clear across town, Marcel, what are you doing right now? Nothing. I'm in Gilbert. Hey, can you pick up somebody in Queen Creek? Shit, send me them information. Bet. Marcel, he was the one. Then I said, hey, man, somebody needs to ride to New Jersey. Marcel said, send me the information. This is how we work as a team. And I'm like, a ride to New Jersey would have been nice. I mean, what? You could make $300-400 a day. And plus you get your flight paid back. So you're making $300-400 a day and you're getting your flight paid back. This is crazy. So you fuck around, make almost like what, 1,500, 2 G's in like 3 days. You 1,500 and 2 G's in 3 days. You get your flight plus cash. You ain't coming out of pocket for nothing. You spend 3 days not even driving your car. You driving somebody else's shit. It's like, man. But that's what I sent to Marcel because I thought this might be a good deal. And if it was a sweet deal, he would end up doing a deal. There was some hangups about some stuff. So, it's a deal that just didn't stick. But still, I'm glad Marcel had my back as a teammate. He had my back and said, Jeff, I could probably do that. Send me the information. I said, bet, here we go. And this is what we do, man. There's no way we can all step on each other's toes. Right now, there's hundreds of people, thousands requesting rides right now. All I need is like 4 or 5 of them to be my client so I can feed my team. Hey, I can go this way. Hey, you downtown? Yeah. Can you pick up somebody from Kettle Black for me? Sure, I can. Cool. Hey, Marcel's downtown. He's going to pick you up from Kettle Black. No problem. What you doing, Jim? What you doing, Jamil? Just chilling in Gilbert right now. Can you do me a favor and pick up somebody downtown Gilbert right off of Vaughn for me? Because I ain't going to be able to make it. Just like the other day, I wasn't going to be able to make it to the airport. I was stuck in traffic. Jamil was at the airport. I said, dude, can you just take that client for And it's like, man, to have somebody at the airport who's on my team that's not gonna be like, man, fuck you. That's your problem that you're gonna forget your client. I hope you fail. I hope you fail. My team don't say that. They say, dude, what you need? I got you. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got you. Yeah, man. Just I'm not gonna make it. Can you do it? I don't worry. I got you. Your team got your back. You ain't got no stress and no struggles. We ain't driving around team like a bat out of hell. We ain't like a bat out. No. I can be in 5 places at one time because I got a team out there. So I could be sitting right here. Somebody could text me right now, Jeff, my car just broke down. Where are you located? Right here. I say it on the microphone. Ruben pops up. Dude, I'm like probably 3 blocks from them. Hey, Ruben's coming to get you. Okay, they trust me because I trust Ruben. This is my team out here. He's going to make money. I don't have to make the money. He's going to send me a ride later. Ruben right now, today, nobody caught this, but today, Ruben had an entire sheet of paper with about maybe 25 to 30. No, it was because it was a whole sheet. Let's say it was 30 people. Ruben had a sheet of 30 people with their cities like Peoria, Ahwatukee, Tempe, Mesa, Gilbert, with their phone number. These were 30 of his clients that he was willing to give to any of us. Ruben did that today. 30 of his clients. If you live in this area and this is a client you can take, do me a favor. You text them and you work out a deal with them. These were all Ruben's people. They were early morning. And Ruben, like I said, he don't want his schedule to overflow. He can only be in one place at a time. He's got this entire list. And he was like, anybody on the team want any of these rides? These drivers out here, we don't play. You right, Greg. We at war with these motherfuckers. We don't play. When I say I'm feeding my brother, I'm my brother's keeper. I'm really serious about that shit. I'm my brother's keeper. Tracy, she sat next to me today and we helped her kind of work out a plan. We're going to help her get in good with the casino up there and the hotels up there. We got a plan for Tracy. The same shit we do for the hotels down here. We like, Tracy, this is what you need to do. And I told her, I said, I will come up there in the morning. I will drive my ass across town and hang with you. Like how I hang with Jamil down here. I will come over there and I will hang with you and we will do this. We will bounce back and forth because that's what me and Jamil do. We bounce. He's going to the airport and we ping ponging all day. Within a good 2-hour span, we both made about $120 each. So that's $240 in about a 2-hour span of commerce. Him and I are generating, going back and forth from the hotel to the airport, Walmart, hotel, airport, just back and forth. I told Tracy, we'll do that with you. We'll come up there with you. And we don't want to, she's out there and Eric, he's out that way too. Eric can be up there. Marcel could be up there. All she wants is people up there with her to help her with that confidence and that courage so we can sit up there in the morning, grab hotel rides, grab airport rides, grab rides to and from work. That's all we doing. And once they know where our team is and now we built the team, they trust us now. They see we got clean cars. We're not trying no shady shit. We just want to, make money the right way, not overcharge you. You're paying Uber $35. The driver's getting like 12 out of the 35. We'll do it for 20. How about that? We'll do it for 20. Okay, 20 is a good deal. 25, cool, whatever. And this is what we want to do in our city. We would love to take our economy back because we know what these apps is up to. We know what Daryl, we know what all of them are up to. We don't do that shit. We don't do that. We don't want to gouge nobody. I don't know, problem, Trace. I got your back, lady. I told you when I sat next to you today, I got your back. We got drivers in your area. I'm already up sometimes that night because I've slept the night before. So if I end up having to get a ride over to Avondale, I can just shoot up to the casino. I can hang out. I'll shoot you a text. Hey, Tracy, I'm up here. Whenever you finish eating breakfast or something like that, let me know. I'm just kicking back in the truck listening to Spotify whenever you're on your way because Jamil do the same shit. I come rolling up. Jamil's sitting there. I'm sitting there. Juan Vargas might be sitting there. Anything could happen. So it's like, just shoot us a text. Be like, hey, I'm up here right now, kicking back, relaxing. When you finish eating breakfast, come on up. Hey, and we love having you on this team, Trace, for real. And seeing Jesse too. Anybody that's up in that area over there, we need to start doing what we do in Tempe early morning for the airport. Because I'm guaranteeing there's airport rides out there that people aren't taking because they aren't paying shit. We got to go get these rides, man. We got to get these people to the airport and we got to save these people some money. That's what we can do. And in the process of us saving them some money, we can make money. This is what the trick is not letting these apps enslave us and use all the money we make to put nails in our own coffin. Why would we do that to ourselves when we know to play? This is our city. We know this place, man. We drive these streets every day. We don't tailgate. We don't drive in curb lane. We ain't driving 95 miles an hour. We're professional. We know how to do this shit. So we got to go ahead and act like we're professional drivers. We know we are. We cruise up. 40 bucks is fine. 40 bucks is fine. There you go. Instead of getting, 14 from the apps, 19 from the apps, $40 fine. 40's perfect. All right, bet. Let's go. See, I just got backs. All right, brother. There you go. Hey, there you go. And it's like I said, Eric, you were up there by the casino with Tracy too. You were up there by, so we need to all kind of go and pitch in up on the east side of town, because I'll get Juan Vargas takes rides out there all the time because he lives out there. He'll grab a ride and shoot out there. See, I could grab a ride and trail him. So we both end up out there. He'll probably head to the house and I'll head north, and I'll just chill out at the casino until about 3-4 in the morning. I mean, I'll just sit there eating cookies, listening to music and shit, doing little bitty pluck rides. Films like, oh man, I got to do a round trip. Okay, it's $9. I could cruise up on them, and I'll do it for 20. I'm not doing it for 9. I'll do it for 20. I could do a whole bunch of short rides all night till Tracy wakes up. By the time she wake up, I'm like, cool. All right, I done made an extra 115, 120 bucks, waiting on you. Now let's go. Now let's go. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, exactly. What some drivers are doing is accepting, negotiating, or canceling. Oh, yeah. And that's what we do. We have to negotiate. We're independent contractors. I have a right to negotiate as an independent contractor. You cannot tell me that I cannot state my value as an independent contractor. That makes me your employee, and I am not your employee. This person in front of me has a right to say, is this the best price I can get? They can ask, any writer can say, is this the best price I can get? I mean, when you go to Walmart, all you got to do is ask to speak to a manager. Can I speak to a manager? Yeah. Hey, I was back there about to buy this TV, and look, the remote control is kind of not. Is this the best price I can get? The manager right there on the spot can give you a 10% discount. The manager can do that. We are managers of our own company. Jeff, how can I get a discount on this ride? How? Because I'm paying a lot. How can I get a discount? Well, how much did you pay? Like 135. I'm like, well, that's funny, because I'm getting 55. You paid 135. Tell you what, 90 bucks. How's 90 bucks? I like 90. I'm the manager. I just gave you a discount. Bam, there you go. Uber and Lyft's going to be upset. Jeff, why'd you give them a discount? I'm like, because I'm doing the ride. They don't want to do it on your price. They don't like that. Your rate card is fucked up. I don't work for you. They're not your 100% client. They could choose whatever they want to choose. Neither one of us owe you loyalty. Let competition happen. That is the Sherman Antitrust Act. Let competition happen. May the best price win. May the best service win. It's called fair competition. You cannot lock your price in. You cannot fix prices. You cannot, coerce the market to do things your way. You cannot do it. You have to allow the market to choose its own equilibrium. Once you choose the equilibrium, you're fixing a price. If somebody tells me, Jeff, I want to pay 90 for this ride, and I'll say, I'll take 90 for this ride. We have an equilibrium. The market just set that equilibrium. But if you say, Jeff, I want to pay 90 for this ride, and I'll say, I'm sorry, I'm only getting 45 for this ride, and you've got to pay 115 for it. It's out of equilibrium now. It's out of equilibrium, because I'm saying I'm taking 45, and I'm telling you, as somebody who don't even work for Uber or Lyft, I'm telling you, you have to pay 115 because I would love to take 45. You have to pay 115. I love to take the equilibrium. We're not intersecting at price. But if you say, Jeff, I want to pay 90, call Uber. Uber's going to say, I can't just give you a discount to 90, ma'am. I'm sorry. The price is 115. I can't give you a discount to 90. Me being a fucking pigeon. I can't just raise my price and tell Uber that I want 90 and Uber gives me 90. No. So we have to get away from the one that's fixing the market. Get away from Uber. How much you want to pay? 90, which is great because I'll take 90. We now have an equilibrium. The market will fix itself. We don't need price fixing. Kamala Harris is talking about price fixing. We're going to fix the prices so prices aren't. No. Give everybody a right to negotiate. When I walk in the store and I go, you know what? Man, $116 for this TV, but this TV across the street, we used to call that shit price matching. Oh, we'll price match Kmart. How much Kmart got it for? 88. Here's the flyer right here. Damn, they do got it for 88. Hey, we need a CSM on aisle 4. CSM aisle 4. We need to match this $88. We got it for 111. He's got it at Kmart for 80. It's right here in there. They call it price matching. We let the market fix itself. You don't have to fix the price. But when you got people who are colluding with each other to keep their prices high so they get higher profits, to keep wages low so their margins are pretty, when you got people like that in power, the market is not in control. They're in control. We could take control back from Uber. We take control back from Lyft. We talk directly to that rider. You want to pay 90? I want 90. I'm cool. And this is my car. Let's do it for 90. Well, what about Uber? Fuck Uber. Uber's telling you 115 and Uber's saying they're going to give me 45. It's out of equilibrium. We don't have, nobody's happy. Nobody's happy except Uber. Uber's like, whoa, look at our profit margin. Holy shit. We're paying Jet 45. Man, charging them 115. Damn, we're doing good. No, let the market fix itself. And this is what we do at the 300, man. We fix the market ourselves. We get in the car. Ladies, because I know black SUV, I got a big ass black SUV. They had file last night. Black SUV from where they are to there. I took a black SUV from where they live to downtown probably about 3-4 weeks ago. About 3-4 weeks ago. It was like $99. And I ended up getting like 52 out of the 99. I got 52 out of the 99. I remember that, right? It's in my phone. I got 52 out of the 99. No tip, no nothing. This time, I got 100 each way. And I told them I only wanted 75 each way. I got 52. I told them I'd take 75 each way. That was my deal. I said, I'll do 75. It was a $23 difference, $23 variance. So I was getting a $23 tip each way, extra $40 for me. They said, nah, we're going to give you a $20 cash tip. And then we're going to Venmo you 200. Deal. I like it. Deal. I like that. I can do that. 220. Instead of getting 52 from Uber, 52 from Uber, y'all paying 90 and 90 plus tip me 20, end up paying over $200 to Uber, but I'm walking away with a little over 100. Thank you, El Negro. I'm in the Chandler area, been here for 3 years, looking to build outside of Uber. You in the right place, brother. You in the right place. If you're looking to build outside of riding on these apps, you in the right place. Because trust me, when we sit here and we're talking about sharing client bases, we got Ruben at the meeting. Saying, I got a whole list of clients that I need to pawn off to people because my book is getting too full with the same time frames. I'm like, man. And Ruben was like, Jeff, nobody wants to listen to me. So I told her, I said, hey, everybody shut up for a second. Ruben's finna give us some money. I said, hey, everybody shut up right now. Ruben's about to give us some money. And Ruben was like, I got all of these names with all these phone numbers with all these parts of towns. Let's walk outside. If these are some people you want as your clients, you need to take their name and number, call them, let them know where you got it from. These are your clients now. Because he can't take 4 people if they all need to go at 7 o'clock. He can't take 10 people if they all need to go at 8:30 in the morning. Ruben is feeding the whole crew. And I'm like, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I'm talking about right here. Oh, Amy, thank you. Thank you. Say, dude, we have needed you for so long. Thanks for the encouragement. Hey, because I tell folks, man, there's no reason for us to step on each other's toes. The apps, they try to put these competitions out there. You want to be the number one driver in your area? I just don't want to be a driver that's living on the street. How can I do that? I don't want to be number one. I don't care about, I got the best numbers of all in my region. I don't give a shit about, I just don't want to be homeless. How can we do that? Teach me how not to be homeless. Give me more profits. That's all. I just don't want my car to repossess. I want to be able to buy a tire if I fuck my tire up. That's all I want to do. I do not want to be number one. I just don't want to be one that's out on the street. That's all I'm trying to be. So show me how to do that. You formulate a team. You kick back. You let these people work. And whenever Jamil's at home and somebody's at home and I'm out working, Jamil don't got to worry about shit. Jamil, relax. Have a hot cocoa. Watch some Netflix. I'm in the streets right now. And if somebody hit me up and I got somebody in the car, your phone about to ring. So you got to put the hot cocoa down. Oh shit, Jeff hit me up. It's like working at the fire station. It's like if the fire bell ring, you got to get up and be ready. So all you got to do is sit back and go, man, tonight I'm not really driving tonight. Cool. You ain't driving tonight? No, I'm not driving tonight. Thanks for letting me know. Because if anything hits my phone, do not be alarmed if your phone start ringing. Because you told me you ain't driving tonight, which means you have a completely open schedule, right? Yeah. It's all I need to know. Because of my client, hey, Jeff, I just went out with some of my girlfriends and, they're really wanting to go, up to Scottsdale. And I'm like, well, I'm downtown Phoenix right now. Where you got Chandler? You know what? I got somebody in Chandler going to get you. And they got a truck just like mine. Don't even worry about it. Oh, sweet. Give them our number. No problem. AJ did that to me before. AJ was like, Jeff, can you do me a favor? I got a friend in Chandler. She needs to get up to Scottsdale. I said, don't worry. Give me her number. Gave me her number. I went and picked her up, got her to Scottsdale. And now AJ's driving nights now. So I took care of him when he needed me because he was days at first. She needed a ride at night. I didn't take AJ's client. I'm helping AJ's client. I'm helping AJ. This is what we do. We step in place. And we say, hey, you know what? AJ, don't stress. Don't be, oh, man, I don't believe I got to fucking wake up and I got to, no, just text me. Just text me. Jeff, man, can you do me a favor and pick my client up? She's like, her and her friends really, no problem, dude. I got you. You my dog, man. I got you. Don't worry, AJ. And that's how we handle business out here, man. There's some, not all drivers are like that. You will find a lot of drivers who still got that shit in their head. I want to be the number one Lyft Black, number one Uber Black, number one. No. We're in this, like somebody said earlier, this is a marathon. We in this shit for the long haul. I'm not trying to make no instant cash. I'm not trying to, I tell people the less I drive on the streets, the better I feel because I'm not burning out my tires. I'm not taking out my serpentine belts. I'm keeping my transmission cool. I can make $200 in about 3-4 rides. Park that truck right back where it was. I'm good. My gas last in this big ass truck. I'll put $40 in this big ass truck and it'll last me almost 4 days. I'm using about $10 a day in gas in this big ass truck. $10 a day. 15 maybe. 15 a day. And I'll still crank out $200. And people are like, how? Because when I spent 15 a day in this low ass Beamer, I was making $100 because it was a quarter tank. Every quarter tank, I was making like $100. And that was in the Beamer. I couldn't get the same pricing. Now my pricing is almost doubled. And I'm using the same dollars, less fuel, same, because I get worse gas mileage, but I'm using the same dollars, worse gas mileage, but double the money. And I'm like, it's the same $15, but instead of 100 for the 15, I'm getting 200 for the 15. It's a done deal. I'm cool. That's right, man. That's right, Kevin. Driving less is better. Driving less is better because it's less risk, way less risk. Because if you're out there in the streets and you're hitting shit, you're getting cracked windshields, cracked headlights, bumpers falling off, that's money out of your profits you got to use to fix that. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to run that car balls to the walls all the time. This is just got me 3 new clients a day. I just need to set up a schedule maker because a couple get off at the same time and I don't know what to do there. Oh, yeah. Green KC, that's the problem a lot of us run into. When you got clients that have the same time frame, it puts you in a bind. So you can either say, can I pick you up a little earlier? Like tell somebody, can I get you earlier? And ask both of them, are you cool with being a little earlier? That way you can have time to pick up somebody if you can work back to that area. But if you can't, it might, like how Ruben did today, it might be somebody you need to say, you know what? I can't do it, but I got a friend who can. And this is why, because I have a prior engagement already. You don't got to say, oh, I got another client instead. Don't say that because it makes them feel little. Just say, you know what? I have a prior morning engagement and I'm going to have a hard time making that time. I just don't want to be running late. I got a prior morning engagement. And if I'm running late, it's going to make you run late. And I don't want that to happen, but I want you to get to where you got to. So I got another person who don't have anything going on in the morning and they can get to you. They can. Oh, okay. Because the morning engagement might be you got to get a kid to school. It could be you got to get a parent to the nursing home. You got to go pick up medicine for somebody. They don't know what your morning engagement is. They have no idea. But it's not their business. It's just they need to know that you can't make it there and they shouldn't feel little about it. Oh, well, you know what? You ain't nothing but I got another client I got to pick up. You ain't paying me enough, motherfucker. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Because each client, no matter how much they pay, is worth something. Because they ain't paying the app. They're paying us. Each client is worth something. Because if I can't service them, they're worth something to somebody on my team. Each client is worth something. So don't think, oh man, I can't pick you up. Guess what? You ain't worth nothing to me. No, they may only be paying $30 and you might be getting 50 from your other one. But somebody who's not making shit that hour, that's $30 they can make. They're worth something. You just got to finagle it, man. First thing I would do is try to say, who can I pick up later? Who can I pick up? You know, which one? Hey, man, I know I got to pick both of them up at 5. But what if one I could do at 4:15? One might be like, yeah, 4:15 is fine. I could do 4:15. Now you can keep both your clients. But one say, no, it has to be 5 every day. Other one says, it has to be 5 every day. Now you got to get your team now. Now you got to get your team involved. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Bighorn Kev. I appreciate that, brother. Say you don't want to be the one that missed the boat because we're going full speed ahead. We'll throw you a line if you fall overboard, but we're not coming back to the dock. Don't be the one we're waving bon voyage. See ya, suckers. Exactly. Hey, and like Kevin Mango said, hey man, Kev and Kev, the two Kevs, you gotta network. Always make them feel value, like Larry said, and don't be sitting on the dock, sitting on the dock of the bay like a motherfucker while your Uber car drives away. Looking ass motherfucker. Your ass be like, where was you at? I'm gonna get a shirt that says, don't be sitting on the dock of the bay. Fucking Kev's ass. That shit's funny. But that's what it is, man. We try to help people, break down your schedule and let these people know exactly how much you value them. Because Uber's going to send them, we value your service. Uber sends them shit like that all the time. Because Uber values the $75 they paid. What Uber don't value is you, because they don't even talk about you in earnings reports. They don't say shit about you in earnings reports. Uber don't value us as drivers. Uber will say, oh man, I value you being our customer, value you being a valued customer, value you being a rider. They don't say shit about the drivers. So what we got to say is, hey, let us value them. Let us show them that we will get you from point A to point B with a consistent driver. You don't have to worry about getting somebody different and somebody new and somebody, you don't got to worry about that. Once you join the team, you win. You're going to get a good driver. And if that driver can't show up, guess what? We got another one in the same team. Like if I don't show up, Jamil's going to show up. Jamil don't show up. Like I said, Kev, he does my ride and he does what? I think Gilbert's twice a day. And Gilbert feels trusted because how long you been driving Gilbert to and from work? This has been a long time because it was like in the spring when you started driving him, dude. That's a great way to start your day. To wake up every day knowing you got money. And that's the point of what we're doing. To wake up and know you have money already on deck. When you open up your phone and you see all your alarms set, because I set my alarms about 2 hours ahead of each appointment. Gives me time to get home, clean the truck, get everything wiped down, seats and everything, make sure the truck's running fine, the belts are squeaking, put a new belt on, something like that. But I set it 2 hours before so I can eat a little bit. But once you start saying, man, my book is filling up, you get like Ruben, you get a whole big ass notepad full of nothing but money. That's a money pad. He was sitting on a money pad today. His ass was like, man. And I'm sitting there like, if you sitting there with a whole bunch of names and these people are looking for drivers and you got a whole bunch of drivers, hey, this is a feast, right? That's like a buffet. And he brought a whole buffet to the meeting this morning. Was like, if you were in this part of town, like you'll see some shit in there that says Peoria. I can't do Peoria. But if it says Tempe, Ahwatukee, Phoenix, I at least want to look at it. Okay, what's the approximate address? Oh, is that part of Phoenix? Yeah, I can't do that one. And we just sit and we go back and forth and we talk about what we can do. How can we service our community? How can we help our community? Because all this money that we make is not going to Uber, not going to Lyft, not going to lawsuits, not going to settlements. It's staying right here in the city we're from. And we're spending that money with each other, around each other, keeping $1 million of value here. It's not escaping our city and then trying to come back as EBT cards and shit like that. That's not what we're trying to do. We're keeping all the money here. We don't want EBT in this state. We want everybody to eat good. If everybody's eating good, nobody's on a low ass level to where they need EBT. We don't need Prop 22. We don't need EBT. We just need to say, I want to take care of my client. How can I do 4 or 5 rides a day, making about $200? Like I said, I'm gonna drive. It's only 6:30 tonight. I'll probably go out for 3 hours later. I'm not a 12-hour a day driver. I'm not a 10-hour a day driver. If I'm out there for 5-6 hours, I'm good. Oh yeah. Oh Josh, you ain't see the video on my channel. I dropped the video today at 11 o'clock this morning about that. There's a video I dropped at 11 a.m. about that Tony West New York Post interview. Because I did the video yesterday. But it's like, man, this is how we do, brother. You know me. I had to put it out there. I read that shit and I was like, yeah, this is good. Oh, yeah, it's out there. And I shared that shit on my Facebook. I said, anybody out there who use Uber, this is who y'all dealing with right now. Let me show y'all who y'all dealing with right now. And man, people be like, oh, the sports bars. Oh, yeah, football season's back in. And make sure if you know there's a sports bar in your area, like if you find a Green Bay Packers bar, put it in your phone. Put a Green Bay Packers bar in your phone. Put the actual address in your phone of that Green Bay Packers bar. If you find a Cardinals bar, put that in your phone, the actual address, because you will meet people who be, yeah, man, where's the party at, bro? And they're wearing Cardinals gear. Where's the party at, bro? Say, hey, man, actually, I know this cool ass Cardinals bar, dog. It's a cool ass card. I be dropping all real, bro. We're in town for the game, man. Take us to that bar. You got it already logged in your phone. You know where to go. Detroit Lions bar. Oh, man. Where's the party, bro? Where's the party? Oh, y'all wearing Detroit Lions? Yeah, Barry Sanders is my guy, man. All right. Hey, I know where a Detroit bar is, man. And it's all Detroit fans up in there. They be kicking. Oh, take us, man. Take us. You already got it figured out. Oh, man, hey, here's $50, man. This is amazing. Hey, don't forget, call me when you guys leave this bar. This is a dope-ass bar, man. Call me when you leave. You done been to 4 or 5 different bars with all different teams because you got this shit in your phone. You're like, oh, shit, where the hell is this damn Cincinnati Bengals bar? Oh, that's right. That's where it's at. Hey, you guys, yeah, man, we're looking for a cool bar to go to. You know any cool bar? I guess, I take y'all to Cincinnati Bengals bar. I know where that is. For real? You know where? Yeah, I'm going to take y'all. $40 cash. Bam, here you go. Take me to that pigeon bar, bro. Hey, you know that pigeon bar is right on rule. Hey, Kev, you remember that time we ate at that Denny's? The pigeon bar is where that Denny's is. The pigeon bar, it says pigeon coop, and it's right there by that Denny's we ate at. Oh, Jesse says, oh, yeah. Oh, that's the king of Facebook ads right there, man. Jesse's dropping 2-3 ads before lunch. 2-3 ads before lunch. Jesse's already on it, man. Hey, Larry, that's what it is, brother. That's what it is, man. Hey, I broke it down. I had to break it down, man. Shit. What's that? I know where Cowboy Bar is. Then take him to the Blue Oyster. Makes sense. The Blue Oyster. Hey, Cowboys. That's it, man. What Kev say? Hey, 5 hours a day at most, making 3 times more than people doing 12 hours a day. Facts. And I know Kev is making money because I'm going to tell you how I know Kev is making money. Because I run into everybody. Like yesterday, you know, the one guy with the other black SUV, I ran into him at the airport early in the morning. We was both crossing each other. I hit the horn at him. What's up, dog? And wherever Kev is, Jamil's, and we was laughing about that shit today. We was like, damn, Kev must have an air tag on Jamil's car. Because wherever you see Jamil going for money. That aviator don't move unless it's money. His aviator does not leave the fucking driveway unless it's money. So how is he always where you are, Kev? Because y'all are always in the he said, man, I pull up into the JW Marriott and I look over and I see Kev. So I know Kev is making money because wherever you see that aviator, he don't move that aviator unless there's money in the way. I run into Jamil all the time at the terminals, Terminal 3, Terminal 4 North. I run to him at Arizona Grand. Wherever I see Jamil, there's money involved. So when Jamil tells me, man, I'm always running into Bighorn Kev, he must got an air tag on my car. I know you out there making money, bro. I appreciate that shit. I love it, man. And we running into each other around town. It's the brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? It's the brotherhood. And I'm happy. I'm happy because I'm seeing my fellows eat, man. My girls out there eating. Everybody's eating good, man. We're not playing that game, man. And if we're going to go out there and really get this money and we're going to show people how to do it off the apps, because you don't see us begging. We don't send any apps crying, oh, man, I can't believe it. Oh, man, this is fuck. No, we don't do that. Nope. Like, hey, you know what, man? I'm going to convert the next 2 rides. That's how I'm going to make up for that. I'm going to convert the next 2 rides. And guarantee, like when people say, oh, I get standard, I get advantage. I'm on standard. I have the shittiest acceptance rate and the shittiest cancel rate, but I go 3.3 miles for $26 on Uber because I got an $8.25 surge with a $5 tip. It's all about knowing how to use these apps, knowing when to convert, when not to convert. You don't convert a trip that's 3 miles and you're getting like $12. You don't got to convert that. You don't got to go 3 miles because I had the surges and all that shit added to make it up to 26. What up, Duato? Oh, yeah, the sisterhood, 300. So a whole part of doing ride service and ride share is knowing when do I convert, when do I not. You have to have a standard. A lot of drivers out there ain't got their standard is, I want to be out here for 12 hours and make as much as I can make. That's their standard. My standard is it's got to be X amount of dollars per mile or per minute. If it ain't hit my standard, I'm going to convert it and make it my standard. That's it. There's no other way around it. I'm not going to cry about a trip because, man, it's $26. If this motherfucker standing right in front of me, and it's like $26, half a mile to get to him for a, 30-mile trip, $26. No, they're a half mile away from me. I'm a cruise up. Hey, man, what's up? Is Jerry here? Jerry, hey, let me talk to you, bro. Listen, man, they're trying to get me. The apps are really on some shit today. They're trying to give me $26. No way. Yeah, man, they're trying to get 24. Yeah, man, I tell you what, I'll do it for 60. Hey, that's the deal, because they're charging us like, what, 87? I think they charge us 87 for this ride. You do it for 6, I'll do it for 60. Tell you what, we'll give you 65. Cool, $70 is cool. Man, you're saving us, man. We were so pissed about this price. You gotta open your mouth and talk. You gotta open your mouth and talk. That's right, man. First time I ran into Kev was at Terminal 4. We was upstairs. I was cruising. Motherfucker look over. Kev let the window down. He was like, he's like, Uber Jeep AZ, because I said, well, still Uber Jeep. He's like, Uber Jeep AZ. I was like, oh shit. I said, what's up, bro? Like, oh yeah, man. So, just FYI, them immigrants are doing more cash rides than you think. Perfect. And I'm going to tell you why it's perfect. I'm glad the immigrants are doing cash rides, because it's showing that they are now realizing their value. They're not letting these motherfuckers play them like suckers. They brought these immigrants over here to get rid of us. They start turning to us. What's the point of them being here? They already got enough of us. So they're going to say, man, close the fucking border. Why? Because we ain't do nothing but bring more of them over here. They're just like Americans. They over here converting rides for $80 a piece now. We thought we were going to be able to pay them $4. The fuck? We brought them over here for a purpose, and they learned from other Americans. They learned. So now we have no fucking use for them now. They learned not to be slaves. We just brought a whole bunch of people over that's now costing us more than the other fuck. Good. I'm glad. If you're an immigrant, I hope you're making $100 an hour converting. Cancel that shit. If you're an immigrant, I hope you making bank. Send that shit back to your home country off the Uber app. Because you know what it's going to do? It's going to put Uber and Lyft in the mix. They're going to sit there and go, well, we don't know what to do now. The shit kind of backfired. We thought they were going to come over here, stay on the community standards and guidelines, let us make a ton of profits on their backs, but these motherfuckers are actually converting rides. Damn. Well, stop letting them on the apps. That's how they're going to do it. The market is going to equalize itself. The market is going to level itself. They want to fix the market so bad. They want to say, well, we want immigrants so we can control them because we can't control Americans. Well, guess what? The immigrants are acting just like Americans. So now they're our brothers and sisters fighting against the apps now. We got teammates now. Teammates probably can't speak a lick of English, but they are teammates now. When you go on a baseball team, some baseball players speak Japanese. Some speak Spanish. Some are from the Dominican Republic. Guess what? They still teammates as long as we're going in the same direction trying to get dependent. And these immigrants coming over here trying to get dependent now. You're like, you know what? We don't want to drive for the apps no more. We're tired of taking $4, being played like a sucker. These are people, even though they asses are illegally here, if they allow themselves to be played like assholes, they shouldn't be here because you're coming to replace us. You're coming to replace us. But if you come over here and say, Jeff, guess what? I'm a double spy. I told these motherfuckers I was going to work for $8 an hour. Guess what? I converted 4 rides already. I'm like, hey, mi amigo, mi casa, su casa, motherfucker, shit. We cool now. Shit. It's like, I'm cool with you now because I know you came over to help out. You didn't come over to fuck around now. Now we cool now. And so any immigrant out there, if you're really doing this shit, says, welcome to the barbecue, Kevin Mango. Hell yeah. Maybe taxi will make a comeback. But that's the thing. As long as people are finding private drivers, we ain't got to, taxis are going to have hell. Because now Uber has opened the door to show everybody. Because before Uber, everybody had to go work for a taxi service. Uber and Lyft created a bunch of monsters. I did a video saying they created monsters. I did that video, dropped that shit. I said they created monsters. Now everybody with a set of car keys is potentially a taxi now. If you got a set of car keys and the motherfucker need a ride, you just tell them, hey, I got navigation in my car. I'll take you, man. $35, I'll take you. Anybody can do that. Uber and Lyft created monsters. How are they going to put robo-taxis in all these cars in our path now? Too many people trust. When I was little, you wouldn't get no stranger's fucking car. You tripping. Hey, Jeff, go get in that man car over there. Man, you tripping. Uber and Lyft created monsters. People are jumping in my fucking car. They don't even know me. I'm wearing a hat half the time. They don't even know what my face is. They created monsters. This economy is good for the taking now. They fucked up. And I think now they realizing it because they keep close. Now they going, and I have 0% on Uber share right every time they send me something else decline. Yeah. And now every time Uber is out there and they see that we're out here canceling rides, converting rides, Uber knows right off the bat, there's no going back. We created too many people out here who know the game now. Now the riders even know the game. The riders know we're gouging them, overcharging them, and the drivers are talking directly to them. We created monsters. We tried to get in between everybody. If Hum kind of like a taxi referral service, no, Hum ain't like a taxi referral service. It's nothing like that. Nothing like that. Hum is like just you calling me or me having a private business. Hum is like having a commercial insurance certificate. That's really what Hum is. But you can get pings through Hum if you want to. You can get pings through Hum, and we leave those pings for all the new drivers that just want to learn how Hum works, and they want to learn how the Hum system, and they want to start building their business. We let them get the Hum pings. We're out here bringing people from the outside ecosystem into the Hum ecosystem. That's what we're doing. So exactly, they helped us without even knowing it. Real shit. So now you got all these people out here now, riders and drivers both, looking at apps like, you were gouging us. You were lying to us. If they would have came into the game like Hum and said, drivers, we're going to help each one of you guys build a really small book of business just in your neighborhood. So every day, Jeff, you're driving Marsha every day. You're driving Sarah. You're driving James. You're driving Kenny every day. This is your market, Jeff. These are your people, Jeff. If Uber and Lyft did that, let us build a small book of business. We wouldn't be just out there just driving every fucking body. I got clients so far from my house, I'm calling people. Kev, can you do me a favor? I got this guy named Gilbert. Can you take him to work every day? Now I pulled him off a Lyft, and now he's one of my people's clients now. They created monsters now. They basically let the market do what it want to do for itself. Oh, there we go. The first member of the Mic Drop Barbecue membership group. Jeff has done so much for me since day one, just over a year ago. Supporting Jeff is just good business. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. And you're right. Bighorn Kev, when I started the membership group, he was like, I'm just in the support. I'm in the support. Right off the bat, he says, I'm in the support. Because he knew if I couldn't afford to do content, I couldn't afford to create content, couldn't afford to get a microphone, headset, cameras, lighting. If I couldn't afford to do none of that shit, then I wouldn't be able to be on this microphone and research and shit behind the scenes, really out here fighting for what I believe drivers deserved out here. I fight every day. And I know the apps don't like me. These motherfuckers know my first name, last name, my vehicles, everything about me. I have no fear fighting for drivers. Zero fucks whatsoever. His name's Jeff Watts. He got a black truck. Look through your system and find me. Found him. Guess what? I'm still doing cash rides. You found me. What? I'm an independent contractor. You found me. What? I'm still going to fight for drivers every day. And when I get channel support and people support me and say, Jeff, man, I can give money to a club tonight. I can give money to a bartender. I can give money to some motherfucking chicken fingers. Instead, I'm going to give you $5 man, because I'm going out today and I'm making $100. Thank you, man, for the fucking push. Thank you. Most people, hey, man, I'm going to go to the bar. Get a bar about $200 worth of drinks all night. $200 worth of drinks. You end up puking all that shit back up in the toilet the next day. What'd you do with all your money? I puked it all up. You could have gave Jeff $5. I'm like, yeah, I know it. Fuck him. But that's what it is. I appreciate the support, man, because it's real. And it, like I said, for the hours, and I show people really what I make when I'm not on this fucking microphone, kicking it with y'all while y'all out driving right now, hopefully out driving, hopefully out making money, hopefully coming up with business plans. When I'm not doing that, I'm really on this app, making $100 an hour, making $80 an hour, making $60 an hour. I'm really out there doing that. When I'm on this microphone, I don't make that. But it still don't keep me from not getting on this microphone and sharing what I feel, what's going on in these streets, what's happening behind the scenes with legal and politics and everything else. I'm going to stay on this microphone every day. They ain't going to be able to shut me up. Jeff, we're going to block ban you. We're going to kick you off the app. We're going to, you know what? Keep doing it. I'm still on the microphone. I'm still going to find articles out there on the New York Post. I'm still going to find out what's going on with Uber and Lyft stock. I'm still going to find out everything. They cannot stop us from being a collaborative drivers. They don't want us to unionize. Cool. We ain't going to unionize. We're going to turn into family on your ass. That's even worse than a union. Once we become family, we at the barbecue. We family now. I'm feeding them. They feed me. I'm sending them clients. They feed me. Ruben walking around with a big ass sheet of papers and, hey, man, take some clients from me. We family now. You done really fucked up. We ain't have to unionize. We family now. We feeding each other's kids now. I'm making sure people light bills is paid now. You really fucked up. This ain't about union. This is about family now. This is about community now. Taking care of people all up and down my block, making sure they ain't gouged now. Ain't no union out there trying to make nobody no cheap ass fucking toaster oven. No, a union is trying to get paid more for making a toaster oven. That's all they trying to get. And this union, this family, oh, I'm trying to make sure you don't pay a lot for what you're getting, Ryder. I'm just making sure you don't pay a lot. And I'm making sure you get the quality of product you're paying for. That's what I'm doing with this family. Unions, they just I want more money for making tires. I want more money for making cars. Ain't no union out there trying to make a car fucking cheaper. These cars are getting expensive. Ain't no union out there trying to make windshield wipers cheaper. But we making sure rides are cheaper. When you come through me, you ain't got to worry about 115. You ain't got to worry about 75. I got you. This is family shit. This is community shit over here. So this is way worse than a union. You ain't want us to unionize? You fucked up. You created these monsters now because we became family. Don't let me unionize. That's cool. I'm just going to get cooler with the next driver. I'm going to be family with the next driver. That's how you fuck up, when you let us get way too cool with each other. And they didn't want us to be cool with riders. Because once we be cool with riders, I got their phone number now. I ain't got to go through Lyft. Hey, lost the item. I ain't got to do no lost the item shit. I just text some people straight up. Hey, man, thank you for the tip, man. I appreciate what you sent me through Cash App, man. Appreciate it. Oh, no problem, bro. No problem, bro. And it's exactly, Uber's making homeless people. Oh, yeah. And there he is, Greg, right there, man. These companies got people working 78 hours a week, plus having them sleeping in the cars because they homeless. And the list keeps going. Greg, real shit. Real shit. And that's the sad part about it. We see it every day. We see people go, man, if I don't make, $1,200 this weekend, I'm going to miss my rent. I got to make $1,200 this weekend. You going to drop on the apps? You know how much I make on the weekend in the apps? On the apps, I might make $400 on the weekend. Maybe. That's about an average, about $100 a day, a little less than $100 a day. That's what I make on the apps. A little less than $100 a day. But if I start converting rides, that shit grows now. Now it's growing. I went from 100 a day to almost 300 a day because I'm converting now. Apps ain't paying like that. So if you want to go out there and make money and not be homeless, you got to act like you family with these people. This is your community you protecting right now from tech vultures. You're protecting your community from tech vultures who are coming in, taking money out of people's wallets. Yeah, Jeff, you an individual. You independent. You can't drive with no union. You can't unionize with nobody. I'm like, I ain't got to unionize with nobody. Shit, we take care of each other out here. Look at that, 375, 20 hours. Man, if I'm working 20 hours, averaging $100 an hour, that's 2 G's. That's 2 G's. $375. Shit, I'll be making 2 G's in 20 hours. Because I'm not going to be sitting around trying to make no 375 in no 20 hours. I made that yesterday driving a total of about maybe 3. Not even 3. Because my shit was like 10 minutes. I was sitting at Quick Trip eating cookies and shit. That's what I did yesterday. It was windy. It was nice out. I even texted Juan Vargas. I said, man, it's really nice out. Juan said, yeah, man, it's like, he texted me back. Yeah, it's like 85 degrees, man. I'll let the fucking top back. I'll let the windows down. Shit, I got my people to and from the event. I was like, this is what work feels like as an independent contractor. You don't feel like you got to rip and run up 3 flights of fucking steps carrying bottled waters and Dr. Peppers and cucumbers and shit. You don't feel like that. You feel like, man, I'm out here making money, man. Hold the fuck up. I'm out. The wind is blowing. My sunroof's open. I got all fucking windows in the truck down. All windows down. I got motherfucking chocolate chip cookie crumbs all in my lap and shit. I'm like, man, now I'm working. This is good shit right here. You got to convert. If you don't convert, you're going to be ripping and running 20 hours to make $375 when you could do that shit in 3-4 hours and be done. This channel is a little different, man. Oh, it's a fight to make a week now. Hey, Dan, I cannot tell you, honestly, the last time I made $1,000 on these apps in a week. I can't even tell you because it's been that damn long. Definitely not in the truck and I've owned this truck for almost 3 months. And I haven't made $1,000 on the apps the entire time I've owned this truck. The first time I ever took this truck out, Jamil took me. And Jamil said, we got to do a Kentucky Derby run. The first day I ever put this truck on the road, I made $400 cash in 2 rides. Up and back. $400 cash. And it took us about 35 minutes to get there, about 35 to get back. Almost $400 an hour. That was Jamil's doing. Jamil said, well, they only need a ride up. So after I give a ride up, I got another private ride if I got to bounce. So Jamil got 200 up. I got 200 up. Then I got 200 back. From the very first time I started driving this truck, I've not made $1,000 a week in this truck, but ask me how much I make a day just doing my own fucking thing in this truck. This is why I said I need to do something different. The Beamer was cool. The Beamer, I could take 1, 2, 3, but airport, y'all saw I put my fucking lunchbox in my trunk. I put my lunch, and it took up my whole trunk. I put my lunchbox in the BMW trunk, and it took up the whole trunk. It was a fucking sandwich, and I think a ho-ho or a ding-dong in that motherfucker, and it took up my whole trunk. There's no way I could do airport rides in that BMW. I was struggling. And y'all know I was struggling because I was saying that shit for real. I was like, man, the most I could do is Lux. If I can't do Lux, I got to either convert rides. I got to keep canceling rides. I got to do these kind of rides. I got to get surge, short trips only. I can't do no long trips. I can't do no airport. Man, you stupid. You need a smaller lunchbox. I had this shit in my trunk. This little water bottle was in my trunk, took up half the damn trunk. Man, don't ever try to do Uber in no fucking 3 Series Beamer. You need a 5, 6, 7. Don't ever try that shit in the 3 Series. Unless you only want to do short trips, no luggage. Man, that was a struggle. And I did it for 2 years. But I was like, you know what? As long as I keep it short and keep surge up, because the first year I was getting surge. I was getting Lux. It was Lux. So I was good. As soon as they took, because that was in March of 2022. March 2022 is when I bought it. And I had Lux. October 2023 is when they got rid of Lux. So I had Lux for almost 2 years, October 2023. 2024 came around, I had to buy this fucking truck because I wasn't from October 2023 all the way up to when I bought that truck. It was a fucking struggle. It was a struggle. Without Lux, it was a struggle. Anybody out there, and I told you, I made a video saying they're screwing with us, man. They're screwing with us. I'm like, there's no way we can afford these cars. We can't afford them on the money we're making. And I says, yep, I got to get something different. And I started looking up black SUVs. I'm going to go get me an MDX. I'm going to get me an MDX. And I said, you know what? I need a bigger truck than an MDX because I want to take more people. I want to do something different. And that's what it is, man. See, last time I made $1,000 a week, 2022. I just drive Friday through Sunday. Yep, Delta Ruse. That was me. That was me, man. I used to say it. One thing you notice at meetups is we're all happy because we're all making our money. Kev, right there, brother. You'll notice at the meetups, the only people, and I'm glad you said that, Kev, because people need to realize, and I'm glad you man, get that live stream online. You got to get that live stream. Bro, did you put it online? I'm gonna go back and look again because you got to put that live stream online, man. Did you didn't upload it yet, bro? You didn't upload it. It's not here yet. I still don't see it live. Let me see videos. No, it's not in videos or live, bro. You didn't. It's probably private. You didn't make it public. You probably got it locked on private right now. But the thing is, yeah, because it's nowhere in here. It's nowhere in here. Yeah, you probably got it locked on private right now. But you said something important. Everybody in there who's been driving Hum and who does conversions, we're happy, drinking coffee, cracking up, laughing, joking about hats and other kind of shit. It's like we don't even drive on the apps. What up, AJ? I was just talking about you earlier, brother. And it's like we don't even drive on the apps. But yet the people who don't do what we do, you can tell because they're stressed. They walk in, they go, oh man, I'm not getting no pings. I'm not making no money. I don't know what to do. I'm not getting no pings. I'm gonna lose my car. Man, you know what? I think I'm just gonna cancel this membership. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, bruh, you gonna cancel a $1 a day commercial insurance policy? You gonna cancel $1 a day commercial insurance policy? Let me tell you. This is a $1 per day commercial insurance policy, $365 a year. The very first day I drove my truck, I made $400, which means I made more in one day driving that truck than the entire year of my commercial insurance premium. And you're going to cancel it because you're not getting pings. I don't give a shit if I don't get a ping. I am not canceling a $1 a day commercial insurance policy. I'm not canceling that. Because that's your ticket to show how professional you really are. When you get somebody's phone number and you log that shit in and the app lights up and man, that's how you know. Some of these people don't really know how to do business. When they walk into that room and they're like, oh no, I think I'm going to end up canceling my member because I'm not getting any pings. They're used to Uber and Lyft. And we said it in that video I made. We're used to We're used to Uber and Lyft feeding us like pigeons, throwing out that popcorn, and we fly down. Eagles got to go into the river. Eagles got to go get the salmon. Bears got to go get the salmon. Ain't nobody sitting on the park bench throwing out salmon for no eagles. Ain't nobody doing that shit. Eagles got to fight. But eagles eat better than pigeons. Pigeons is eating popcorn. Eagles is eating salmon, feeding the eagle baby salmon. The bears are eating salmon, feeding the bear baby salmon. They're not eating popcorn. So when you got people walking in this room, they're like, man, I'm just going to cancel this insurance policy. They're too used to eating popcorn. Because when you tell them this right here can help you get salmon, what do you mean? Motherfucker, you can get salmon with this. You want to catch a $200 ride for 40 miles? You want to catch that? You're going to need some commercial insurance probably. You're going to need an app to show people that's willing to pay that much if they're worried about it. A lot of motherfuckers ain't worried about that. Honestly, I've been doing this shit since I was 15. Nobody's worried about commercial. I do that shit just to make myself seem more professional. Like a couple of days last week when Android was fucking up, I did like 2 or 3 rides, no commercial insurance. I didn't have time for that shit. 2 or 3 rides, no commercial. But I know how to drive, so I'm not worried about it. But I do it to make myself seem more professional. Now, when people see you, and I say, hey, let me log you guys to my commercial insurance app real quick, and they kind of light up like, oh shit. Motherfucker, we're a commercial ride. Yeah, this is what's up. Motherfucker, open our doors. We got bottled water in this motherfucker. Commercial insurance apps. Oh, shit. Motherfucker, all the bells and whistles, goddammit. You got any beads? Motherfucker, here's some goddamn Mardi Gras beads, too, motherfucker. It's like you just start throwing shit in the back seat. At that point, you give them everything, all the bells and whistles. And it makes them feel better. And they don't mind dropping you. Hey, bam, here's $50. Oh, shit, thanks, 50? Motherfucker, all you asked was for 30. I ain't got change for 50, but you was worth 50 because Uber would have probably charged us 60. You start really doing, and you can tell. That's why I'm glad, Kev, you said that, man. When you can tell when we're there, we are happy to be there. It's nothing to us to be there, to give time. And the only reason why the OGs go to the meetings, imagine if we didn't. Imagine if we left Anthony hanging, if we left Eddie in there hanging, and they had to deal with all these pigeons every Saturday. By the time they finish today, how many people did we educate? We educated a lot of people about the Square app. A lot of people didn't even know about Square. I was like, bro, let me show you Square. And they was like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, man, this is how it is. I showed them the Square app, and Jamil showed me the Square because I had Square already, but I never used it for rideshare. I never put 2 and 2 together. I had Square already for years. Never knew to put 2 and 2 together. Jeff, why are you not using Square? Because I use Cash App and Venmo. Like, no, motherfucker, you got Square. I'm like, no. I said, wait a minute, let me see. I typed in my email address. My account was still, I just had to clean out all my old mechanic shit because I had a bunch of mechanic stuff in there from when I did my mechanic shop, and I ended it back in 2017. So I cleaned all my mechanic shit out. That was 7 years ago. Cleaned all that shit out, and I started using Square and Rideshare. Never thought about it. And today I sat in there and I showed everybody how to use Square, how to use it. And everybody was like, man, I never thought about that. Man, you can text a receipt because once you hit that credit card, it either gives you an email address or it gives you a phone number. You can text a receipt or email a receipt. And a lot of people like to have that as a write-off. They got reimbursed for their company. Hey, reimburse you for all travel, all Uber transportation, stuff like that. We reimburse you for that up to 50%, up to 100%. Cool, no problem. So if you're using Cash App and Venmo, they might think, well, that's a friend. And we don't know who that motherfucker is, Jeff Watts. But when they see Win Networks Travel, they see the invoices, see how everything's laid out. They go, oh, so you got a private driver. Yeah, I got a private driver to the airport, motherfucker. This is how we do. Yeah, exactly. Uber can now pay drivers through Venmo. Thanks to you, Jeff. Because they know Uber be watching my channel. They be watching my fucking channel all the time. Like, man, they're using Venmo now. Well, shit, let's take the money first. Let's hurry up and get it through Venmo. Fuck that. We got other ways. Oh, yeah, and it's very easy to, and I think, honestly, Square is easier to use than like Cash App and Venmo because it's only you on Square. It's only you. Cash App and Venmo, I got to go through all these other people's shit, like all your friends that's commenting and adding shit. And hey, here's for pizza. Here's for cucumbers. Here's for fucking, rough sex, weird shit they be saying. I'm like, where's my transactions at? It's like, okay, now I see my shit. But all of a sudden, we got the BMW Championship in Denver. Okay, time to wake up's in there. But on Square, it's all you. It's nothing. It's just your shit. So you can go through and say how much you did for the month. I go through all my August. I've had a lot of August transactions. A lot of August. It was a slow ass August on the apps, but man, it was doing well on Square because I was doing a lot of airport, to and from airport. So I was like, man, Got an email from Uber. I need to share it with you. Let you know they're worried about humming at 300 in the Phoenix market. Oh yeah. They see us coming. I told those motherfuckers last year. I said, we to 300. Y'all about to see us coming now. We on our way. We on our way. And they was probably like, that's some corny shit. Wait at 300. Now they're like, oh shit, these motherfuckers eating our bottom line up. I told y'all we was coming. What you think this was, a fucking game? This is about real money. It's about real cars, real people, real clients, real business. We to 300. I told them. And they was, oh, well, what a fucking 300, you bunch of crayon motherfucker. All right, bet. Keep playing. And now we sitting around making $200-$300 a day doing 2 and 3 rides. We to 300. This is what we do. And we leave money on the table for all the 300. We ain't greedy. I'm not trying to say, oh, I made more than you. My whole thing is to hope you make more than me, because I know how much I'm going to make. I know how much I'm going to push, how much I'm going to market, how open I'm going to leave my plate. I'm hoping you make more than me, because if you make more than me, you showing me the potential. It's like I said, it's like racing against somebody in a race. You don't race against slower people. You race against faster people to pull you to a personal best. All the people around me are faster than me. They're always pulling me to a personal best. I don't run against slow people. Everybody around me is faster. Everybody's like, Jeff, I got 2 new clients today. Jeff, I got 3 new clients today. Oh, Jeff, I just linked up with this client. Guess what? I'm going to drop off the stuff at their doctor's office. I run against all fast people. They bring me to a personal best all the time. And I'm always like, man, let's keep doing it. Let's keep doing it. And it makes me think when I'm in my truck, Jeff, get your shit together, man. You know, you don't want to get left behind. You don't end up on a fucking short bus. I'll be the only one on a short bus, and I'm the one who talks shit about it. Jeff, how you doing? I'm not doing too well. Oh, Jeff, you don't win short bus on us. Like, shit. My people around me are fast. So I'm like, I got to stay up, man. I got to stay up. So I love when everybody's like doing well. Because exactly, that's iron sharpening iron. That's what it is, man. Iron sharpens iron. And if my group stay up, my group's doing well, I'm like, come on, man. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Last night, I fucked up because I woke up too early yesterday and I didn't take a nap in the middle of the day like I usually do. And Juan Vargas like, man, it's crazy out there, Jeff. I said, bro, I'm at Quick Trip right now trying to eat some cookies to get some energy. Shit ain't working. I done ate both of these chocolate chip cookies and I'm just like, I'm drained. And I'm like, man, the club's open. They close in 2 hours. I know it was going to be money. I said, but I already made okay money. I made okay money. Let me just go home. Because if I fuck up and I'm fatigued out and I end up bumping somebody's car or I back up without looking at, nope, I'm not putting myself at risk for extra $100. I'm fatigued out. I woke up too early. You got to know your shit when you're a private driver. Do not get greedy. The money will be there because we make the money. The money will be there. But you got to say, man, like, I wish I was out last night with Juan Vargas, man. He was rested up. He was out there getting it. I know he was getting it because he'll do $26 3 mile. Bam, $26 3 mile. He'll cherry pick. Nobody, $50. He did a $200 wait. $200 wait for somebody to come out of a bar. $200. They gave him the $200 before they went to the bar. This is the kind of shit. These are the people I run with. Jesse, he's writing the chat. Jesse, $200 to hang out one night with the lap dances people. $200 fucking dollars. These are the people I hang with. These people are fast. They will talk to people. They will get that money going. And if I'm too tired, I'm like, you know what? Oh, man, I got to get home. I'm tired. Oh, Bighorn Kev live stream ain't private no more. Cool. When you get $40 million bonus, you tend not to understand why people don't want to pay $200 to leave an event or $50 to go to home from work. Man, that part. Ain't nobody paying that shit. I'm not paying $50 to go home. Ooh, Bighorn Kev is live. Wait a minute. Okay, this is Bighorn Kev. Hey, I'm going to show you guys the live stream where we were at the Hum meeting today. So we were at the Hum meeting. This is from Bighorn Kev's channel right here. So make sure you guys, because I'm showing his shit over here, he still needs to plays on his channel. He still needs to subs on his channel. So I want us to at least show him some love and get over there and sub his page. Let me see how many subs you got now. Bighorn Kev's at 80. You're not at 89 subs. You should have been way more than that. You should be like at like 500-600 by now. 89, man, you up there. You should be, Kev, we got to get you on the channel.
Chad's coming down to pick you up.
So that's Marcel talking right there.
Just hold on. I'll cancel the ride once I get there.
This is what happens.
It's not every man for themselves. Yeah, we're a network. We're a team.
Okay? This is how we talk.
That's the only way that this is going to work.
Do not want to lose passengers saying, oh, I can't get a ride, or this app doesn't work. We make it work. The price that Hum quotes is just an estimate.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
If it's worth you doing it, say Uber's paying you 11 and Hum's going to pay you 35, you can still do it anywhere from 11 to 35.
Yep.
Listen to what Marcel says. If Uber's going to give you $11 for this ride, Uber's giving you 11, but Hum is saying, hey, we'll pay you 35 for the ride. You don't have to do it on Hum for 35. You could tell a person I'll do it for 20 cash because you were only going to get it for 11 from Uber and you're pulling them off of Uber. So even if you say at $20, you're getting $9 more. And then on Hum, they don't even have, you could just get their phone number and type it in and say 20. Most times, guaranteed, I would say 4 out of 5 times, they're going to give you exactly what Hum, they're going to give you $20, $30, $35 every time. They all never fails.
Right? Anything more than the other one. So it's just an estimate to give you the estimating skills that you would develop in a business anyways. When you're working piece rate and stuff, sometimes you'll go give a quote and say, oh, that's a little bit too much. Well, let me see how I can squeeze my numbers. When I have a paving company, they always would lay out the other contractors' estimates in front of us before we got in there, just try to act like, oh, I was just going for estimates, right? But they lay them out with those numbers high and bright.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, and that was Marcel talking. Let's see if we can, I'm going to try to speed this up a little bit. Where are we at? I think we're kind of close to the end. Wait a minute. This is where, I'm trying to get to where somebody was asking a question.
I was just sold, so from April, I did,
45 minutes, guys.
in April, I did,
This is Kev talking about his rides. This is Kev right here talking about his rides. That's who you hear
April, I
talking.
did 30 rides. By just converting, by this man setting me up with somebody, and I still take him 4 o'clock every morning. I take him from Mesa down to the Coca-Cola plant off of Elliott in the 10. So then they said I did 30 rides that month. The next month I did 45.
These are private
June,
rides.
I did 60. July, I got up to 85, and I took the last week off because I was living large in Mexico. And then
That's 85 rides. That's not on Uber or Lyft. That's on him setting up his own private rides and getting stuff through Hum. 85 rides. And just think, if your average is about, let's say, $20, that's $1,600 you're making on an app that shouldn't even exist right now. $1,600 on an app with low miles. This is a low mile app. It's not a high mile app like Uber and Lyft. It's a very low mile app. So that's kind of how I tell people about Hum. It's a low mile app. If you're going 20 miles, you're getting about $2-3 a mile off that.
this month I've got to slow down because my dad's in the hospital, so I'm going back and forth with that. And so I'm a little slack in there, but I still got 4 rides every day that I do. And without those, man, I'd be freaking sucking.
Yeah, summer would kill us.
It was hard work to convince people that, hey, you want to use me as your driver. I'm great. My car's got plenty of legroom for you. It's got plenty of height for the tall drivers. I got a big back luggage area that I can. Oh, sweet! I just got a $10 tip. Outstanding.
He was getting tips in the meeting.
I've got a big back, so I've handled 4 people with 4 big suitcases, so I'm not worried about that.
And this kid right here sitting in front of Kev, this kid was a new guy. He's been driving for 7 months. He showed up and he didn't understand why the app wasn't working like Uber and Lyft. He was like, well, I don't know why I'm not getting rides like I get on Uber and Lyft. For one thing, Hum is Arizona based only. So anybody flying in from outside of Arizona may not know about it. For 2, a lot of people around Arizona may not know about it. 3, our driver to rider ratio is not like what Uber and Lyft's driver to rider ratio is. Because if you got, let's say, 30 drivers in the area for Uber, you got 30 drivers, you probably got about 1,000 people looking for a ride. So it's going to be, all these concerts, all these people going to have to take up these 30 riders. That's why it surges sometimes it don't. A lot of people are looking on Uber and Lyft, not on Hum. But Hum is now starting to be like one of those apps where people are starting to look for now. It's like, man. And so this kid here, we just kind of educated him when he walked in and he was talking about it. So I was like, hey, thanks, Bob. Appreciate that, my man. Yeah, so this is Kev talking about it here.
I can offer you a better ride than what you're going to get with Uber and Lyft. And that's what I tell them. Hum will sell itself.
Yep.
Once you tell them no surge pricing, 100% goes to the driver, Usually you don't even have to talk past that. They're like, oh, wow, really? They want to give you the money. It's up to you to take it. All right.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing I just want to say is you got to sell yourself. You got to, like I said, make things easy for them. Make an easy transaction. Make it easy, smooth. Hey, all it takes, man, is I just got to put your phone number in, man. We can do this right for $30. You're paying $50. I'll do it for $30. How's that sound? Great. Am I worried about you reporting me? No, because I'm saving you money. I've yet to hear anybody call up Uber or Lyft and say, man, I need to report Jeff. He tried to save me money. You know?
They be trying me.
You know, I mean, that's just it. If you're not willing to do that, if you're not willing to have, take that first step, to just start a conversation. And like I said, if you got some hums, like I said, if you want some of these, I can give you some. This cost me 85 cents to do this.
These are the flyers he's
cents.
got in his car.
Why?
Yeah.
Because I look pitiful when I went to Office Depot. Man, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. How do I get this to your printer? Oh, well, you just do this, this, and this. Okay. So I did that. I said, well, I want it on the back of here. Can you do that? Yeah. Would you like me to cut it up for you and make it look all nice and neat? Oh, hell yeah. Well, do you want it laminated? Yeah. Do you want the big thick one? Yeah.
Hold on.
Cars. I drive 5 different. All right, you still new, so you don't get it yet. This you gotta be ready to get out of rideshare into ride service. That's the difference. Rideshare is not gonna pay you money. I'm gonna tell you, I've been doing this for 5 years. I got 5 cars. I drive 5 different cars. Rideshare pays for everything I got, including.
See, so that's me running my mouth. I sound just like I sound here on the channel, so I don't got to play all that shit. But I just want you to hear Kev. Like I said, you can go watch Kev's video to see what it said, but it sounds just like I sound on the channel. No difference. I ain't gonna listen to myself, talk to myself about myself doing fuck all that. That's kind of weird shit. But it's on Kev's channel if you want to hear that. But for the most part, we get people that come in. That's why the OGs show up at the meeting. We don't leave Anthony all them hanging. Because if everybody that showed up every week were brand new people, didn't understand hum, didn't know what was going on, had a lot of problems. Why ain't this operating like Uber and Lyft? Why ain't they got to have an OG show up. And we got to support and show, hey, man, we're really out there making money. This is what we're doing. We show them Cash App. We show them our Venmos. We show them our Squares. We show them the flyers we got in the car. We tell them a few stories here and there. I don't have that many stories to share that's outside of what I share on my channel or whatever. So it's good that we get people like Kev coming in there. Jamil comes in there. Marcel comes. And these are actual stories of how they convert, how they actually converted a certain person. Most of my conversions are just on video already. But there's people out there who don't understand that hum, the hum app itself is a business building ride service tool. It's not a rideshare app. It can be used as one. It's very versatile. Very. Somebody can ping a ride. Hey, they walk out of a grocery store. Man, I need a ride home. They can use it just like Uber and Lyft. They can say, I need a driver willing to pay this. Their credit card information, everything is already in the app. And so all they do is ping a ride. It could be used just like Uber and Lyft. It has versatility. But if somebody doesn't have the app downloaded, don't have their credit card in the system, don't have all of this, and I'm like, hey, how much you pay for this ride? Like $92. I'm like, wow, I'm getting $39. You paid $92. I'm getting $39. Tell you what, let's do it for $70. You'll do it for $70. Let's do it for $70. Fine, let's do it for $70. Hum gives you that versatility to say, what's your phone number? Area code 480. You type it in, blah, blah, it pops up success. Okay, this and that. Blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. Ready to go to start ride. You're going to pay me Cash App, Venmo. Well, can I use Zelle? Can we? Yeah, we can do it on. Oh, perfect. This is my phone number. I tell them my phone number. They Zelle me the money. Blip, it hits my account. We start driving. Just like Bighorn Kev said, there was one guy in his back seat that kept trying to do different cards. Kev says, I don't leave until the payment hits my account. The guy was like, oh, that card failed. Yep. Next card. Oh, that card failed. Yep. Next card. When it finally took, Kev said, okay, let's drive. We don't move that card because they don't pay the app. They paying us directly. They don't pay Uber and Lyft. They pay us directly. That car does not move until we go forward. All right, cool. Keeps the pills. Come on in. You saw Tracy in there hanging out with us too, man. We was kicking back. She was in there hanging out with us. And we don't move these cars unless that money hits my account or you give me cash in my hand. But that's only for clients that I don't know. For people that I know, I give them leverage. Sometimes I say, I'll drop the doctor off at the airport, say, hey, doc, I'll send you an invoice. Okay, no problem. Sometimes I try to send them one as soon as I get home or something when I get off the road. Sometimes I'll forget. And he'll text me, hey Jeff, you didn't send me an invoice. I'm like, oh shit, I got busy with the dog screwing around, and I'll shoot him an invoice real quick, and he'll just pay it real quick, man, real quick. Oh yeah, that Square video, man. That's how we do it. That Squares, man. There's a lot of videos on Kev's channel that, you know, they're very, because I know me, I kind of run through topics. Blah, 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 blah. Kev, he's more like, he's that instructor, like that wood shop instructor that'll tell you, don't chop off your fucking fingers, use the guide before you push the wood through. And me, I'm more like the shop instructor. Say, hey man, push that fucking wood through so we can get this shit over with, man. We got to cut some wood. Let's go. Motherfucker cut their fingers off. Bighorn Kev's like, Jeff, slow down a little bit. You're going to hurt the kids. He'll give you a slower video. And that's why I say, you know, this is a fast channel. We go through a lot of information, but as long as we can pull channels from everywhere, the information is going to be out there. Yeah, Hum's only, well, it's in Idaho too. So Hum's in Idaho because they check the actual rideshare permit status and everything. And so they were like, we can go to Idaho. So they're in Idaho, Flagstaff. So yep, we're in 2 states now. That's the perfect way to sum up the difference between you two. Exactly. We're like the woodshop instructors. You come to my class, you might be missing a finger on the way out. Kev's class, you're like, oh man, we built the whole wagon today. Well, what happened in Jeff's class? Oh, Jimmy cut his fingers off. It was crazy fun. We were laughing and everything. That shit was hilarious. It's like, see, you got safety versus fun. I'm just kidding. No, but it's funny shit. Man. How'd you lose your fingers, Lil John? Jeff made us laugh too much. That's Bighorn Cam. He said, man, you got me laughing so hard right now. Well, that's real shit. But see, that's why I tell people you need a variation in content. We can't all be the same because we need that variation. And like when I listen to Kev's channel about, you know, how to know how much Uber charges and stuff like that. He's really good at that, really good at breaking stuff down, explaining it, getting to where even I'll understand it. So I can like take some of the information and kind of work it in to what I'm doing sometimes. But whenever you need that channel where you say, okay, today I'm gonna kick back, I'm gonna relax, you know, I'm gonna be cooking some spaghetti or whatever. Let me put it on Bighorn Kev's channel real quick. Cause that way he'll tell it to you and it'll stick the first time through. My shit, you gotta play it twice. Like, what the fuck did he just say? I cannot believe you kicked that lady out, Jeff. Hey man, her motherfucking wheelchair didn't fit. I wasn't putting that shit in my Beamer. Jeff, you're mean. See? I say, where's that little dog? Say, where's that little dog you picked up? Probably sitting at the door right now because his ass don't go too far. He probably sitting right there. As soon as I open the door, he'll be like, shooting in the room. He's a little shadow, man. He's a little he's a biter. This dog loves to bite. So it's like he bites the other dogs. He bites me. It's like, man. This is Jeff. We love you. Show the 4 dogs. I don't know. I got some videos today. I did a video today of these crazy nutcases. This is what I caught them doing today. This shit's funny. Wait, where is it at? Oh, right here. Wait a minute. This is these idiots. Wait a minute. Dang it. Wait a minute. Hold up. This is it. This is them playing in my damn bed. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with y'all? That's the shit they do all day. That little dog is an antagonizer, man. He antagonizes the shit out of the mother dog. They be like, where'd you find this dog at? Can you take him back? See, bro, itching to deport someone. Exactly. Exactly. It's like these damn dogs, man. Oh yeah, ASU. Yeah, I was at ASU last. I did 2 rides. I did 1 Uber, 1 Lyft. I'll be down there tonight. I'm gonna go grab me some dinner. Like I said, this live stream is only 2 hours. It's gonna be kind of short because I want to make sure I got on here. If you haven't watched that Tony West video I did today, trust me, you're gonna want to probably save that or share that to a Facebook channel or something like that. It's a crazy video, and it's wrote by 2 White House insiders. And these guys, they know the inside of the White House in Washington like the back of their hand. That was their career field, and they know Tony West like the back of it. Trust me. It's getting serious, man. What's going on with this is getting serious. All Josh, I just watched. Yeah, It's pretty deep, man. It's pretty deep with what they're pulling right now with all these lawsuits and shit, and everybody's getting kickbacks from lawsuits and using tax funds, and nobody's even taking accounting of it because there's no record of anything. There's no record of the settlement, how many settlements are out there, the amount, who got paid, which law firms are involved. It's a complete just clusterfuck of money laundering going on right now in the American government, and it's using the Justice Department, and it's also using Tony West because it started when he got into the Justice Department. Once they said, the Congress said, we no longer want to overlook the $100,000, cap. We're going to remove the $100,000 cap. Anything over $100,000, we no longer need to approve. We're going to let the Justice Department just do whatever it is they do. Once they saw that, they were like, oh shit, bro. We can get all the money we want. There's no cap. We can push lawsuits up to 4.4 billion, settle them. Everybody gets a percentage of the settlement. Taxpayers are paying for this shit. So it's not even real money. The taxpayers will never know. Their taxes will keep going up. Inflation will keep going up. The deficit will keep going up. By the time they figure shit out, we all rich. We building houses on the beach, man. What the fuck? Let's do this shit. And they're all attorneys. All of them are attorneys. So they know how the shit goes. They're playing people right now, man. They're playing people. And I'm probably one of the only challenge out that's going to call that shit what it is. A lot of people won't talk about it. They won't discuss it. But it's like, even if you won't talk about it, I'm still going to talk about it. I'll take the heat from it. I appreciate you guys even watching that video, sharing that video, getting the truth out there, man. Just putting the truth out. And of course, people are going to complain about the truth. People do usually. When it's something that's true, they're going to call you names. Oh, you coon. You just a coon. You just a little porch motherfucker. That's what they do. They have nothing else to say. You're an idiot. You're this. But they have nothing to say about the actual truth and the facts that we're talking about. So let people talk, man. We're going to keep putting the truth out because that's what we do. And in the meantime, man, exactly. Say, hey, man, going to grab a bite. Me too, Bighorn Kev, man. I might see you out tonight. I'm about to, clean up the truck and everything. I got to go in here, shower up, eat me something. I'll be down by ASU tonight for sure. Might hit downtown, but I'm definitely going to be by ASU. It's time to go stack some private clients. Let's go talk to some frat houses, some sororities, who's throwing parties. Man, this is football season, man. This is time to really go out there and get money. So good luck to everybody tonight who's going out there tonight, man. Be safe out there. Know who you're dealing with. If a client don't feel like it's somebody you want to be private, don't push it. Do not push it. There's a lot of people who I don't make my private client. A lot. So the ones I do, I'm sure about the energy. I'm sure about how it is. And I'll say, you know what? Let me give you my card. Let me give you my card. So, oh yeah, much love to you, brother. All right, keeps the pills, man. So if you want to know where Kev is, just find out where Jamil is. Exactly, Jess. Hey, man, we going to do it, brother. We going to do it. All right, MAGA girl. Everyone is out there doing cash grab before shit is the fan. Don't be left out. I'm telling you, it's going to be too late. Because by the time these apps start deactivating everybody, because they're bringing all these cars online, just like what they did up in New York. What did they do in New York? They started kicking people offline, temporary deactivations, kicking people. Oh, we got too many drivers. The TLC said we got to kick you offline. That's how people in New York got fucked. They should have already had their private client base built enough to defend themselves against that shit. Being victims and slaves to the apps when the app's going, turning that shit off. And once they turn it off, man. So just remember, if you want all 10 fingers, listen to Bighorn. Real shit. All right, Amy, you be easy out there. Be easy. All right, Tracy, y'all be safe out there, man. And on that note, we going to get out of here. I got all 10 of my fingers this time. Shop class went okay. Next week, we're in Bighorn's Kev Shop, and we're building lanterns. You wild, man. You... I know Bighorn needs that t-shirt. If you want all 10 fingers, listen to Bighorn Kev. That's funny.